All this music in my ear gets me home for the night.
No spicy, only regular. We made it. He's trying to say. I think I'm sick. This guy's shaking it for real. Get the barbecue sauce, get the roll, tie yourself up. I'm a base dude, like a rotisserie chicken.
Everyone's got something to say, so come through and say it, players. Shakin It Podcast.
It's rolling. We rolling.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Spectacular.
That was terrible.
I don't know.
3, 2, 1. All right, there we go. You know, some unity right there.
Word.
You know,
how
that
y'all
was
doing
crazy.
though?
Great.
Right off the bat, he's amazing. Listen,
Amazing.
so we're here. Shakin It Podcast, your host with the most, King Sully. Got my boy right here, Big Jigga.
It's a big jigger, man.
You know, the biggest.
Hold on, Archie. Forget it.
I don't know what he was trying to say there.
Forget it, man.
And then we got our, we got our guests here, man.
No, we got our dogs.
Wow.
Prince. Prince, that's a mix of Chris and Ince into one. Prince.
That's me, bro.
The man who's going to expose the automotive industry.
He's going to expose the industry. He's going to
Yes.
expose the aliens.
Yeah.
It's going to be a crazy
It's going to be
episode.
interesting.
I don't know if you guys are
Thought-provoking.
ready for this.
I'm ready.
Bro,
Yeah?
We've been ready.
We've been
All
ready.
right.
Listen, we were supposed to have this man here maybe like a month ago.
Yeah.
He flopped.
Hey,
Man said his sister's birthday or something like that. She created something.
was.
you know the
Or
scenarios.
maybe it was something different. I don't know. It was
You know
making
what
up
I'm
lies.
Now it's my sister's birthday. That we're...
What was it before?
Yeah, what was it before, brother?
You just didn't want to come.
Nah, what was it before? Babe, tell him.
He had the butterflies. He's like,
Oh,
nah, I'm not ready for
we also
shaking
have another special guest here. Listen, we have our second woman in the podcast building.
Queen.
We got Elaine here. Is that how you like to be
Hello.
called?
Yes, Lane
it.
too
Isn't
lit.
Elaine too
I
lit?
guess.
Where'd I see
Elaine
that?
too
Yeah,
lit.
That's Instagram, right? Okay, true. Okay, true.
Elaine too lit on Instagram, man.
Okay.
Drop the IG on the bottom.
Yeah, it'll be
Okay.
somewhere. We'll probably do that
Figure
in
it
there.
out. You don't have to do that.
So yeah. Prince.
Prince, man.
This is gonna be the funniest episode, guys. I'm telling you guys right now. Like this, we've been waiting for this. He flopped on us once. Wait, what was the reason he flopped on us the first time? Elaine, if you could tell us.
My bad, babe. I don't know. I don't even know why.
He's
I
like,
don't even
I
think
don't
though. I don't even
understand.
remember us being scheduled for the first time.
No. The first time.
But when was it? Like, what month was it?
Maybe
Last
2
month.
months? 2 months ago, maybe?
It was a Wednesday. What were we doing on a Wednesday? We always do stuff on a Wednesday.
The gym.
Probably the gym.
That is a sorry excuse.
Health is wealth, though.
I
We'll just
think
leave it at that.
to be honest, like it was the gym because I didn't want to break like the schedule, and to be honest, I was a little nervous. I wanted to watch like a little bit more of like your episodes to see like
Want to gauge
how
the
I would
competition.
fit in and like
Yeah,
how
yeah.
I would be when I get in. But like
Fair enough.
I felt like I'm ready now once I
So
saw
you
that.
got your assessment out the
Yeah,
way?
no, 100%. I was like,
Okay.
yeah, I'm ready.
All
I
right.
didn't even meet you at the moment when
True.
we was first, and then I met him after,
Yeah, at the
Oh,
birthday.
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
I was like, okay, you know what?
The
You
vibe.
realize-
It's
yeah,
funny,
like
yo,
I don't want to
they
meet
don't-
someone and then like
I feel that.
When I first met him, it was at your birthday.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yo, I know you. And I was like, whoa.
I was
What do
doing
you-
my
Who the
research.
fuck are you?
Who are you? He's like, yo,
I had to do research. I had to do
We're 2 minutes in. We're
Oh, we're good?
Yeah,
All right,
we're
true.
good.
So from that
Who the
day,
F are you?
so from that day, I
Fuck
knew
that.
he was hilarious. So, you
Yeah.
know, here we are. Long
Here
time
we are.
coming.
Yeah.
So let's get into this, bro.
Let's get into this. So you know how we Oh, actually,
I was
you
gonna
don't
say-
know how we start because we didn't introduce,
Yeah.
you know? We didn't say, yo, make sure y'all
I was-
subscribe.
Yeah.
All right? Subscribe, man. YouTube, subscribe, Shakin It
Yes,
Podcast.
sir.
I hate doing this, man. This
We
is
have to
not
let
blessed,
them know.
but
Inform the
y'all aren't doing it, so I gotta keep saying it until you guys get into your brain to, you know, like, comment, subscribe, and follow, and listen, and do whatever you gotta do. So
gotta.
listen,
You gotta.
TikTok, Instagram, Apple, Spotify. Come on, Shakin It Podcast. It's the same. Just type it in, bro. You'll see it everywhere. Just type it on Google, and you'll see like 12 different avenues. Just click one. Click them all. Subscribe to all of them.
Don't be afraid.
I'm tired of saying this. My
shout
throat
out-
hurts, bro. I've been coughing. I'm tired of this, bro.
And yo, can y'all like help me get more followers on IG _King Sully? Like I'm shaking it still.
I follow you still.
Yeah? Word.
We're back at it.
I'm trying to catch up to Gilleon and the podcast account, but I'm a long way from that.
Should have listened to us earlier.
I just was nervous.
You weren't nervous.
I was nervous.
All right, man. Whatever you say. You're not nervous no more. So listen,
Fix up.
follow my boy, man. King Sully, follow him.
_ King Sully.
Shit, follow me too, man. What's my Instagram again?
_ Gilleon.
Oh.
No, Gilleon J, no?
Oh, that's my.
That's just Snapchat. Yo, don't
We're
expose.
gonna bleep that one out. I don't want people to know that.
Edit that shit. We can swear, right? All right.
Yeah, we can swear.
Okay, bless.
Yeah. So we introduced ourselves. Let's get into the Shakin' It segment. So that's a segment where you tell us something in the world, in your life, that's just been shaking it.
Okay. Right now, what I feel, it's like, yo, what do you guys think about that Chinese spy balloon? No, that wasn't it, right? That wasn't it.
Oh, nah.
That wasn't it.
Was that the thing that got shut down?
We're supposed to talk about the weather, fam. We're supposed to talk about the weather.
Well, nah. Rewind. Okay. No, that's not what it was. It was
it was the other.
the weather.
All
Word.
right, replay that. Should we clap again? All right.
All right, so what do we think about the weather? This is what you said, right?
The weather. Yeah, the weather.
The weather.
Like the change in like the drastic
Like
temperatures.
the drastic change from like
Word.
negative 33 degrees, and now it's like 6 degrees, 7.
Yo, it's plus today. It's like +6.
It's like
Yeah.
+6, bro.
Yeah.
Just the other day it was like -30.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Warming centers were open. The homeless were going in and out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the streets were cold, man.
Bro, you want to hear something crazy? Okay, think back to when we were like kids. Wasn't it like -30 every single day? Seriously, I'm not even joking.
I swear, like it was a lot colder back
It's colder, yeah.
Like we were getting dealt with every day, but I mean, kids don't feel cold the same way that adults do because they just generate bare heat.
Is that like
This is a
scientifically
fact.
proven?
Yes.
Okay, true.
That's why if you look at like kids' jackets, they're not, for the most
As-
part, they're not downfilled.
like insulated or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, they're
then.
not.
They're
They're
always
super
like,
light.
They don't put the good stuff in the kids for
Nah,
some reason.
and then
Word.
but think about it. The kids just take the jackets
They
off.
throw it,
Yeah,
use it
kids
as a
aren't wearing
soccer
Big kids,
post.
yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I feel like back then we were getting massacred every day. We didn't feel it, but like it was super cold. And now it's barely cold. But then when it gets cold, we're getting smoked.
I hate that.
And then 2 days later, it's like not cold again. Like what's going on?
Yeah, I don't see. I think it's global warming, but I don't want to say it's global warming. But like, if it was the summertime and it was a difference where it dropped down to like 20 degrees to 0,
Right.
we would have been like, man, that's bad. But like because it jumped from like like negative
20?
33 or whatever it was
yeah.
to 0, like we're kind of okay with it. You can wear a vest, you can wear a sweater.
Yeah.
You don't have to wear your heavy like moose knuckle or whatever to work anymore. You can wear like just something light.
That's facts.
You know what I mean?
Nah,
That's
you're
facts.
right.
It's messed up.
It's weird though.
It's that bipolar weather, man, of Canada.
Yeah.
Bro. Shout out Toronto. Shout out Canada.
The Canadian winters, man, they're
T-dot.
detrimental. It makes us tough and resilient.
Makes who tough and resilient? Not me. I need a heavy coat. I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Nah,
Negative 4 degrees.
I thought we had adapted by now.
No. You might have. Not me,
It's
buddy.
not for everybody.
Yeah,
Fair.
not me, bro. My parents
I don't
didn't
like
have
the
me
cold.
outside.
I don't mind the cold, but obviously like warmer, warmer temperatures better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I
Like,
can't. I can't even deal with the cold. Like as soon as my
At all.
fingertips get cold and my
Oh yeah,
toes,
the toes, yo, those go right away.
I'm going home.
And
I'm
then my
shivering.
face, like it's not pretty, man. It's not.
I'm shaking
blessed.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
trust me.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's
That's
not
crazy.
blessed. It's not blessed. Yeah, yo, fix up. Toronto weather, fix up.
Please.
Weather Network on Apple, fix up because
capping.
y'all never get the weather right. I don't know what.
Come on,
what
Chris,
happened.
What about Chris
Snow in
Potter?
4
What about
minutes.
our boy Chris Potter, the meteorologist?
Who is
Glasses,
that?
the
The guy with
glasses.
the glasses, yeah. The meteor on CP24.
This guy's posting from his backyard, man.
literally,
I'm like,
he's
go to work, bro.
yeah, he's like, the weather should be like, -4 with a bit of wind. Like, you don't know Chris Potter?
Yeah, bro.
The meteorologist.
He's
He's like the
meteorologist.
most known meteorologist.
But
Okay,
on
hold
what
on.
program?
Patricia Jaggernaut. Let's be serious.
Oh, shout out Patricia
Okay,
Jaggernaut.
so
Put
he
her
knows
back
the gal,
on.
them,
But hold
not-
on,
Put her
is
back
she
on,
a
please.
meteorologist or is she just a?
I think
She
she's a bit of both.
She
no?
was like.
Or can you just
she
do
was
it
like
all?
a fill-in meteorologist.
True. That's the better
Which is kind
term
of
for
weird,
it.
but like that was her. That was her go-to. They were always like, "All right, Jay, tell us what the weather is today," you know. So it's kind of weird.
Thank you, Patricia Jaggernaut. Like, that's how they would say it.
You're a real one, Patricia Jaggernaut.
Bring it back.
Jaggernaut.
Where are you? We miss you on the TV.
She's not there anymore.
Nah, man.
They fired her.
They did some.
They did something, man. You know how this shit goes.
Nah, she probably went on to better things, yo. Shout out
No,
Patricia
man.
Jackson.
I think she's on the network, though.
No. She did do better things, though. She did do better things. I follow her. She's in Switzerland right now or something.
She's where?
Switzerland or something.
Doing TED Talks.
Yeah, yeah.
Word.
It was crazy because like they kind of like they did something with her job. They weren't giving her the opportunity or something at work. Like
Oh, they were dissing?
She didn't have a full-time contract there. Like she was just kind of like a fill-in. And then
Interesting.
when she was arguing for all the years, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm the most like
Beloved,
followed
yeah.
on Instagram and like this and that."
Oh, no,
like,
it's definitely her.
She's the greasiest one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my man
She's the only
he's
one I
one
know.
that he knew. So,
literally,
hey, you know
and
what
she
I'm
didn't
saying?
even know Chris Potter.
Like,
this
how do you
guy,
not know my man Chris Potter, though?
He had Harry Potter's glasses.
He had everything on. You know Chris
Now
Potter.
his glasses are squared.
I don't know Chris Potter. I
Come on.
do know Frank Ferragini. Don't tell me you guys don't know who that is.
Yo, I don't know who that is.
Who?
I don't know who that is.
Who is
Let's just end the episode.
Shout out
But
You
yeah,
guys
on
don't
the
know Frank
Nah,
Ferragini?
on the topic of like Patricia,
That's
you're
nonsense.
right. You know,
No,
she
she-
was the greasiest.
Everyone knows
Like,
only her.
everyone knows her. Like, you know what I mean?
So it's
It's
kind of
actually
messed
kind of
up.
sad, man.
It's kind of messed up. But yeah, she's doing better things now, like
Proper.
TED
man.
Talks and all that. So
Expanding her horizons. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Shout out to the Weather Network, though.
Shout out to Weather Network. Shout out Patricia Juggernaut.
closing
And-
it down.
And Mr.
Yeah,
Potter, man.
Listen, Apple, they need to fix up though, for real.
Mhm.
Like they haven't gotten the weather right in years. I don't know how they're
Man's claiming years.
years, bro. Years.
Holy.
Do you know how many times I've looked at the weather on my phone and it'll say it's raining for 2 weeks straight? And it doesn't rain once and there's sunlight and I'm
Yeah, yeah,
literally
yeah.
like, yo,
Why
why
did I
are you
bring my
lying
umbrella?
to me for it?
Why did I bring my umbrella today?
Why did I wear the rain jacket today?
True.
Like, how are we getting worse with time in terms of like our weather system?
Hey, he brought up a good point about global warming. I mean,
I think too the government is controlling the weather, but we don't want to get into that. Everybody
I'm
shout
not
out,
gonna lie. I've
shout
been
out
hearing
to
that
HARP.
conspiracy.
Look up HARP. It's a real thing.
Oh,
Apparently,
we're
heard
done
that
now.
as well,
We're,
yeah.
we're canceled now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
we're getting
follow me.
super political right now.
Yeah, we don't want to do that, right?
It's off though. Let's come up with the alien
That's
talk.
crazy. Yeah, we should
Let's
talk
get
about
a
that
talk
later.
about
Yeah. They also
Word.
control the aliens, so we'll talk about that.
Yeah, yo, weather in Canada is just shaking it. Like,
Bipolar.
no matter what, no matter when, no matter what season,
Yeah.
it's ass. Don't move here, please.
I wouldn't. I'm just kind of stuck here. I was born here, so I don't even go out. So I stay in.
Saying you hibernate for 90 days out of the year.
No, not 90 days. Maybe
Yeah?
in the winter time.
Like December through February. Like,
yeah, February
March-ish.
especially.
Yo, February's cold. I'm not gonna lie. January,
Telling you,
February.
man.
But broski, it's February now, and it was cold for 2 days, and then
And then look at us.
Yeah.
we're good
You know,
now.
wearing the vest, wearing light hoodies.
You never had this. You never had this. It's usually really cold.
It's usually dark, like deadly.
I can't because I used to carry the bong with me in the car all the
Yeah,
time.
you
So
were saying.
my bong would be frozen by the time I get into the car. You know what I mean?
Saying you can't hit your little.
I had
bong.
to bring
Yeah.
a start, when you heat up water in the kettle. And
Oh, yeah.
And I had to walk to the car and then pour it into the bong and let the ice thaw out and then empty it, add more water for 2 hits to go back and play 2K. That's the worst. Why do I have to deal with that?
You gotta get your fix, right?
Yeah, no, I know. But there should be other
It
ideas.
just shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, never.
Yeah, bro.
Never.
Damn.
Would
Yeah,
you move?
bro.
Would you move to another warmer climate?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If the
Yeah,
podcast
we-
doesn't pop
yeah.
off, I already know where I'm going.
Yeah. Where?
Sorry, Gilleon.
Grenada.
Where is it?
Grenada. Wow.
Gilleon. Speaking of Grenada, happy Grenadian Independence Day, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, February 7th,
That is today
1974. They gained their independence.
Wow.
Shout out Grenada, yo.
Shout out Grenada, man, and the Commonwealth.
You want to know
what
what's real funny? I'm a disgrace. I didn't know. He literally
I
messaged
knew.
today
I hit
and
him
said,
up.
"Yo,
Doing research.
Jalon, I just wanted to call you and say."
I said, first and foremost.
That's
Nah,
what
so
he said.
he linked me, right?
Yeah,
And I'm
I
like-
called you,
I'm
and then you're like,
Gilleon, first and foremost, I would just like to say happy Grenadian Independence Day. You're like, that is hilarious. I was like, oh, he didn't know.
"My mom's gonna be proud, man.
Let her know.
Maybe my uncle will like you now."
Hopefully, because
Wait, your uncle doesn't like him?
Did you see my uncle at my birthday?
he was just moving like,
He
kind of
said
like,
some very foul
that
stuff
the
to my
DJ?
boy.
nah,
No,
that's the cuz.
that's my cousin.
That's
Okay, he was
cousin.
cool. He was
Yeah,
cool.
he's
I
chill.
like
He's
that
cool.
guy. Yeah,
Nah,
I like that guy.
Unks, Unks had to walk. He had the G unit walk.
Oh, Unks.
Coming down the hill
remember,
because his home, there's a little slant in the
Yeah,
parking
yeah,
lot coming
okay.
to the garage
Yeah.
or the garage, whatever you want to say. His Unks, look, don't worry about that.
Say it like that.
His Unks came in hard, like G unit, like 03. And he's like, he kind of came with like some next energy. He looks in your in my eyes, and I was like, I said hello, right? Because he's
Yeah.
looking at me, and he's like, you see you? I don't like you. And I was like,
I don't even say what he said because
that's all I'm going to say.
we will get canceled.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah,
And I was like,
that bad?
I'm laughing,
bad.
like dying of laughter.
Uh-huh.
He's dying, but then at the same time, he's like, is this guy being for real right
Serious?
now?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he doesn't really do this.
Mhm.
And then obviously I can't really say what else happened, like on camera. But
That's
hey,
pretty
we work things out, and I'm out here, man. King Sully. Follow
Yeah,
me on
you
IG.
still made it. He's still here.
I'm
He
still
made it.
here,
He clocked
man.
in.
So
That's blessed.
shout out to Unks though. Tahoe.
That's what you drive?
He used to drive the Tahoe.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's the
Bumping
story.
DMX down Eglinton.
Oh,
Never
man.
forget that.
That's
Good
a tough,
times.
That's a tough
Word,
whip.
man.
Yeah,
That's a
man.
tough whip.
Yeah, bro. So let's get into the auto industry.
Jeez.
Yeah, okay.
I heard you wanted to expose some stuff.
Mr. Expose.
And before you start exposing,
Yeah.
I just want to let you know, me and King Sully do not drive. We do not have whips.
Okay. So you guys
So
will be
we don't know
blinded.
nothing. We are literally blank
Okay.
slates right now.
Okay, so I need to be like more broad about this, like more
Yeah, like
give more.
like go expand as
Okay.
And we're
great
gonna ask you big questions.
yeah. And
Please.
feel
Yeah.
free
Yeah,
to
do
feel
that,
free to
do
ask
that.
us questions. See if
Okay.
we're paying attention.
Okay.
You know what I mean? See if our
Yeah, yeah.
attention is up
I'll
there.
test you guys.
Please.
I'll be like, what's the stator?
I'd
Whoa.
be like, I don't know, but I'm gonna ask
Whoa.
my brother. My brother will know. He's,
Okay,
he's like a
okay.
car head.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
he's crazy. Like we were with him earlier today. Jelon's like, I'm
he was
proud of
whipping
you.
the Mozzie.
He's like, yo, I'm proud of you. And I was like, Ross, Jelon's never said that about anybody.
I never said that about you.
That wasn't nice.
Oh, but we're on the
I'm just
pod
kidding. I'm
together.
proud of
yeah,
you.
right?
so you have to. You have to.
Nah, I'm
we're-
proud of you, man.
Nah, it's we're chilling.
I'm proud of your little bro
Nah.
though. He's good. You.
Yeah. Okay.
You know
Okay.
what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay. So let me explain this quick.
Let's do it, man. Expose.
Okay. So like I started, as an apprentice.
Oh wait, pause.
Okay,
Also,
yeah.
do not say like names of people or like.
Yeah.
Companies.
Please don't say nothing to get you fired. Just
Yeah, don't say nothing to get you fired.
Nothing
please.
incriminating. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't know.
half of HR. Please don't do that.
Yeah.
Yo, Bunda. Yeah.
Yeah, true. Bun him still, but he's
Yeah, bun that, eh?
he said bun that. He's about to go in.
Watch. After this, he's gonna message us. Yo. I
Yeah.
said this at like 10
Edit
minutes
this?
in. Yo. Edit that out.
Edit that. Why did you post that? Like,
Because you said bun that, bro.
nah.
Give us the A to Z.
So like I was an apprentice. You start off like you're you're interested. I was actually like a car wash guy at where was I at BMW at Parkview. Oh, was I not supposed to say? Like, where?
I don't know. I don't know if that matters. You don't
All
work
right.
there, right?
No, I don't work.
All right, so we're blessed.
Yes, I was working at a
Bundle.
like,
I'm
a
just kidding.
dealership, I guess.
Right.
Being like a car wash, got my feet wet, and then I went to another dealership and I was working as an apprentice, and I started my apprenticeship. You're getting paid hourly. It's a little bit more than minimum wage. You're doing oil changes, and like when you're like done high school and you're doing that, and you're working with guys that are like older, and you're like it could
Right.
be your dad. You're like, hey man, I have a career going now. Like this is great for me. And then you start realizing that like the other guys that are working there that are older than you, that are licensed mechanics, like they are like doing all these big jobs, and you're like, how do I get to be like that? They're just letting me like do a tire here and there, like put the air in the tire, or just do the oil change. You're doing all like the minor stuff. Then I realized like one day they kept saying like, hey man, one day you're gonna be like on flat rate. Like now you're getting paid hourly, so you can hang out and do whatever you want, and you're working and you're learning stuff, but you're going to get to a point where you're going to be on flat rate. And what flat rate is, it's like you get paid per car. Like so if you're getting paid $21 or $20 an hour, you need to make like 1 hour of a job on a car. So it's like an oil change is only 0.3 of an hour. So if you only do one oil change for that day, and like everybody else gets a job and whatever, and then you only have like 10 appointments, you're only going home with like 0.3 of $20. Like it's not even like what, $7? Like
Yo, that's garbage.
yeah,
Wow.
and you're there for 9 hours waiting for a car to
Wow.
come in. So like when you're an apprentice like I was, like you see all the guys like they bring their scooters around the shop, they're playing around,
they're
and
messing around,
they're
yeah.
joking around, they're playing games, they bring their computer games, and when they're playing on their computer,
Word.
and you're like, yeah, I want to do that too. And every time you're chilling with them, your manager would be like, hey, like sweep the floor here. Oh, there's we want you to go and drop a customer home and do whatever, because like they're paying you hourly. You're getting paid on the clock. they know that those guys are chilling doing nothing because they're not getting paid right now because there's no car that they're working on. So like you get the idea that it's like, oh, I want to be a mechanic because it's like, you know, it's cool. It's, you get to learn and be around guys, you know, they're playing games at work and stuff. Some guys would bring like their own basketball or like a remote control, like those gas cars, and like run it around the shop to mess around with other guys. Like, and then it becomes a competition. Like you that's just one side. When you think of the money side, it's like, what if one person has an inside on like, oh, there's a big job coming tomorrow. Like the manager likes one technician all the time. Like he will go to him and say, hey, I have a 48-hour job coming tomorrow. What time you coming in? I'll put it at your table. So instead of the first, because how it works is the first person who comes in gets the first job, and you have
First
to kind
come,
of
first serve.
exactly. There's no punching. You're just you write your name on the board that you're here. So when you're next, you erase your name, and then whatever job comes next, you're like the next mechanic to work on it. So like when
Sorry, I'm gonna cut you off right now.
Yeah.
That sounds ass.
yeah, it is.
Wow.
It is.
Okay, so you erase your name, and then the next person, whoever his name is next, is the next person that gets to work.
Literally.
Okay, that's what you were saying. Okay.
So like you're like, you know, it's kind of like when you're coming like at 4 or you're the fourth person to come in and you already have a big job at your table, and then you bring that car in because like the advisor or whatever, the manager told him to just give it to this guy. It's like, and you're sitting there and you're like, bro, I was here first. He just got here and he's bringing a car onto the hoist. Like you start questioning yourself. You go up to the advisor like, yo, did a car come in? Like, how come so-and-so is bringing a car in and I'm like still here playing with my fingers? I already got my coffee. I did this. Like, there's nothing to do. I clean my tools. Like, I'm ready for the day. And like, this guy just brought a car in. And then if you don't ask anyone, you just kind of get like, he's your boy. So you go up to him, hey man, like, what are you doing on this? Oh, I'm doing brakes. I'm doing, I'm doing a transmission flush. I'm doing, like, when you start hearing like big jobs and you're kind of like, yo, what's going on? Like, how is he getting all these jobs right now and nothing came in and I'm still here? And then when the next car comes in, it's like, oh, it's just one tire that you have to like patch or something. It's like, okay, that's another 0.3. How did he get like a 48-hour job and I was here first? I woke up early. I wanted to start the day like first, you know? So it's always like a competition. Like and at the end of like the month, these dealerships, they post like how much hours everybody makes. So it's like, so-and-so is the top hourly person for like the mechanics this month or whatever. You're going to get like a bonus or whatever it is. It's like, now you see how many hours everybody makes. It's like, bro, this guy's barely here. He probably gets all these good jobs when he comes in. Like it may be like a 4 or 5 hour job per car and he probably works on 2. So like everyone's goal is like, if I'm here for 9 hours, I want to make 9 hours, even if it's just on one car. Because one car may come in and that may be your only car you're working on. Because if there's 14 other mechanics, you're only one of the 14. What if there's only 20 appointments? It's going to go around once and then the next like little bit and you're still in the middle. And you're like, should I stay for the rest of the day? Am I going to wait for a car to come and say like, hey, I just got my tire has a nail in it. I just drove by and you're the closest shop. You guys do that stuff here? It's like, oh, thank God somebody showed up. Or like you're already ready to go. And then someone's like, hey, Chris, an oil change came in. You'd be like, yo, screw this. Take your jacket off. Get back into your thing. You're like, I made no hours today. I need to make something. I drove here. Like, I have bills to pay. And like, I never got that until one time me and my other apprentices were like fighting over $999 on our like pay stub. And we punching at the same time. We punch out at the same time. And I'm like, how come you got $1,001 and I got $999? And we're both holding our thing. We're like arguing. The technician walks behind us. He's like, that's what you guys got and you're arguing? Pulls out his from his pocket, $150 for the 2 weeks. He's like, I have kids. I have babysitters I have to pay for the 2 weeks.
Scamdemic.
It's crazy. And imagine if you're not the manager's favorite or you get into an argument with the advisor that hands the work out. Like, they'd be like, yo, screw this guy. I'm going to give the best job to him and then give him like the small job. But it's all inside. Like, how can you
So
really
they have
tell?
to rate you sort of? Like the managers or supervisors?
No, it's not even rate you. It's just like, what if they just like have like a bad, like they had a bad argument with you before and then like things go sour. It may still be like, you may still say good morning to him, but it's like, yo, screw that guy. You know, I don't want to look at this guy anymore.
True.
So it's like, am I really, or like, what if that technician already made like a couple mistakes and now this manager has to give like 4 free oil changes to a guy because this so-and-so keeps making the same mistake? Am I going to give him a big job now because can I trust him? Right. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like that happens a lot. And then that guy gets envious because, like, I've been a mechanic for so-and-so years. This guy's a young guy. Maybe he's faster, you know? Like, maybe the other guy's, like, quicker at what he does, or, like, he has more of a, like, education on it now is different than what it was before, especially with cars. Like, it evolves so much. Now people are learning about hybrids. If you ask a mechanic that's 40-year-old mechanic, when he did his license back in, like, the 50s, they didn't know anything about hybrid cars. So imagine some guy bringing a hybrid car to an old guy, and they're like, yo, this guy knows nothing about hybrid stuff. He's been a mechanic for so many years, but he knows nothing. So in reality, it's like, it's always a competition. You know, when you become licensed, you work so hard to get to this point where you're licensed, and you're like, okay, and then you're literally there, like, okay, like, winter tire season, you're making great money. You're making like maybe $5,000 per paycheck because you're getting tires. That's already a thing. And then when people are coming for the tires, they do other services too. They'll do, hey, I'm already here. Can you check my oil, do my oil change? Or, like, you know, there's a rattling sound coming from the bottom. You know, can you guys check that? This is the time for the dealer to make the most money because the most traffic is coming in. And then they offer tire storage. Oh, you don't have to bring your tires home. We have a truck that'll come and put it in a tire hotel, and then it stays there. And then when you come next year to get more service from you, we'll just get that for free from you. And then they'll give that to you for like 2 years for free. And then, like, after that, it's like, okay, we'll only charge you like per season. But it's kind of like, you know, that's how they get you at the dealer. But the mechanics themselves, like, you make no money. Well, you make money, but you have to be like the biggest scammer.
You have to be the guy. Okay, so this is what I'm taking in now. If a man comes in, let's say he has a nail in his tire, I have to freaking stretch that out.
Yeah,
to
no.
make it worth,
when I take
my money.
So this is what I would do. I would literally tell them, okay,
Allegedly,
no problem.
allegedly, right?
Allegedly, a car
Okay.
comes in, I take the tire off. I'll be like, man, your brakes, man. Like, yo, I'm already here. I'm looking at your brakes.
You're shaking it.
It's shaking it right now. Maybe we should like
take a look at
it. You want $50? You know what I'm saying? We don't have to go through the dealer because the dealer will pay me chump change to do the check, right? So I'll tell the guy straight up, like, give me a little $50 here, or, you know, go buy me a bottle and I'll check right now. That's the best way, because, like, and then the best thing too is, like, bringing like that customer or whatever into the car, like where the car is, and be like, hey, come here, because the advisor sometimes can't sell. Those guys would be like, hey, your brakes need to be changed. You want to do them? And the guy's like, no, I don't want to. I'm just listening to this guy in a suit coming up to me, telling me. If I go out there and I'm like, hey, you're the owner of that Santa Fe? Come here, come here. I bring him to the back. Everyone's, you know, messy floor here. Pew, pew. All that noise going around.
Wearing the suit and
I'm yelling,
the
okay, bro,
uniform.
look at your brakes, man. I'm showing him the brakes. There's a loud noise going on. I'm like, this isn't good. Change? Like, you want to change? Like, you can get that. Then you go back to the advisor and be like, he said he wants to do it. Sometimes I would get no sale. I would literally go and tell them, oh, sell this air filter or something. And then I'll come back and they'll be like, yeah, they don't want it. I'll go back out and be like, bro, this is rat poo. You have an infestation going on in your car. You need to change this. You're inhaling this.
That's a thing?
Yeah, man. Sometimes we open it and we see like dead rats in there. Because it's warm. They go in there and they eat the... Yeah, man. It's a real thing.
J-Mark, get the car checked.
Yo, and that's the cabin... That's the air that, like, your AC blows... It's a filter that
Oh,
blows
my
through that
God.
to your AC. So, you know, sometimes you get that musky smell in the beginning? Check the filter, man. Yo, I ain't joking.
Putting us on game right now.
Yeah, man, it's gross.
There might be some dead rats in that, eh?
No, for real.
That
And
is
nobody
dirt.
checks. Because when you go to the dealer, they're like, you want to change your cabin filter? They're like, nah. I'm like, okay, let's put it back in.
Because people come in thinking you're trying to hustle them.
Yeah.
Right?
But like, but see what I'm saying? That's why I would go out with the. Oh, you didn't want to sell this? I go and grab a dirty one from my box at the bottom. Bro, there's a rat in here. Yo, find me a rat quick on the floor. I'll throw it in and just be like, bro, this is goddamn. You want to change this right now? Like, yo, this is a problem.
True.
It's a real thing, man. It's a real thing, and that's how like you have to scam. Like, you get that one customer, you have to like say and what sucks is like sometimes you'll say something, and like you didn't check the history, and it's like. Bro, I just did that like two months ago from the same place.
You played yourself.
And I paid. And, oh, my invoice is in the car. Can we open the door? I'm like, oh no. And then like you look at and you can see that it's like sometimes it's even you. Like you worked on it.
You already did.
Yeah. I'm like, gosh, man. It's just because it becomes a habit. Like, okay, what am I good at? I can do alignments quick. I can do oil changes quick, transmission flush. So it becomes that's your recommendation all the time. I'm going to offer this on every car. I don't even need to check because I can do it quick. I could be doing all of that at once. and get it done in like less than half an hour, leave the car outside, tell the customer it's a 2-hour job, the car's done, it's just sitting in the back. And I'm working on another car now.
Oh, word.
That's how you scam it.
True.
And then they're, oh, is my car ready? Oh, it's going through a wash. Oh, it's in line.
Don't kill me.
They get it back and it's dirt.
Yeah.
It's not even washed up. It's
Sometimes, because like the technicians, like, you know, are walking around there and they go back into the car, it gets dirty. So it's a scam, man. And that's
scamdemic.
That's why you have to be careful when you go to the dealers or when you go to any mechanic, because those guys, even if he owns a shop, they're gonna do everything they can to sell more to you. And if not sell to you, if they feel bad because they're like, oh, you're my boy or whatever, they'll be like, hey man, like your transmission is gonna go soon. So and the next time we'll take a look at it more next time. I took a look at it now, but like I heard some little weird
some clunky sounds.
You didn't hear anything. You're just making a future job for yourself. You know, you're kind of like, okay, like what else can I do quick? And I know around that time in a couple months, you know, my girl's birthday's coming. I need to get a big job in here quick, you know, like, and I'll call him and say, hey, you notice any clunking sound? I think we should bring it in quick. You heard?
I do.
You know, I would leave like my wrench in there, like hanging by like this, like banging the bottom of the car, you know? So you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, man. Like it's crazy.
It's money, it's money by any means,
and it becomes a joke at work where it's like when you're literally chilling in the office and like someone says, yo, you have no work back there. You're like, oh, you want me to go on the road and hold a sign? Say, hey, you want to bring your car in here? We'll check your tires for free or something. Like no one's gonna do that. Like especially if you're getting paid. Like I made my on paper it says like 38 per hour or whatever it is because you're licensed. Yeah, you went to school, you have a certification. It's like okay, that's cool, but it's like, what if you only work on 2 cars a day and like the 2 cars you don't even hit that $38 and you're there for 9 hours? You make more at McDonald's.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy, and you're thinking to yourself, and you have to buy these tools too by yourself. Like dealerships don't give you tools, and these tools are expensive. Yeah. I swear, one of my wrenches, I have like a snap-on wrench, and it's like $90, and it's like 114, like long. It's a long 14-inch wrench.
Okay, yeah.
But it's like it's specialized for like brakes and like stuff like that. But it's like
90 beans.
90 beans, and if you go to Canadian Tire, you can buy the whole like
the
kit for like $60 or something if it's on Father's Day sale or whatever.
Oh, what the hell?
Like it's crazy.
Shout out to Father's Day sales.
Yeah, that was funny.
You get shout out to Father's Day sales. But when you get them though, it's like you get those like what we call crappy tire tools because Canadian Tire, right?
Yeah.
As the technicians call it, crappy tire. You go and buy them. Yeah, you're working on cars every day, so it's like, is that cheap tool gonna last you 6 months? No. By the time you're holding something tough to like break, it's gonna snap on you because the metal's cheap. And then the guy beside you that has the expensive ass stuff is gonna be like, hey, like maybe you should buy one of these, like a man's tool. You know, and then you kind of feel like ass, but you're like, I'm not making that money yet. You built your box. Like you can tell how good a mechanic is by their toolbox. Because you can see like if they got that one that's like with the levels and they got the jacket in there, bro, those things are like 36 grand. And they make these pay plans with these guys. Like they're crazy.
36 grand?
For the box, dude.
Oh, I didn't know that, bro.
Look, if you look them up, like they got wheels on them. They got like a coat jacket, like a rack
this
for your
whole
jacket.
time,
Open it, there's lights.
I really thought that was like given to them.
No,
like,
man.
Yeah, same. I thought that
like,
as well. Yeah.
as you work in the dealership, they're like, here you go. Like,
No, man. So
this is
imagine
your equipment.
you're buying
I
tools
didn't know
all
you
the
had
time.
to bring your own shit.
No, imagine you're buying tools all the time and you're bringing it in a garbage bag.
Oh
It's
my
like you
God.
may have the most expensive stuff, but you don't even have a toolbox. So it's like you may buy a big, nice toolbox, but you have no tools to put in there. So it's like you're kind of like itching to just keep buying tools and put it in and like build your. But why would I buy a timing belt remover or something like that when I don't do those type of jobs? So it's like you're spending expensive money too on parts just to hope and do a job like that because you want to do a job, but it's like, you know, you have to sell it now. A car comes in, hey, I just checked your timing belt because I just bought this tool, you know? So I just checked your timing belt and like, you know, I kind of want to use my new tool now. So I think you need to change it. And then that may be your first time ever doing it. So you take even longer doing the job. You get paid for like 4 hours to do it, but you take like 12 days. Because like you're messing up stuff, you're calling parts because you're breaking things too and saying, hey, I just broke this. Let me just pay like $20 for this little part because I keep breaking things. Like you don't want the customer to know. Like it be, you know, it's crazy. You don't want to get into that. You don't want to get into like any type of like mechanic type of field when it comes to like money, you know, like unless you have a box, you started when you're a kid, and all that. But even the top technicians are saying like, yo, get an office job, bro. Like it's not worth it at this point. We got to keep going to school. Cars keep evolving. Now they're trying to make cars like what, fully electric in a couple of years.
Shout out Tesla.
That's what it's gonna be, man.
Yeah, but I took that in, bro. It's a completely different ball game now. Because aren't like the current mechanics gonna just phase out?
It's literally a dying trade. That's why when I was going to school, like it used to be like a lot of people in the classes and stuff. You're dealing with like most of the people in my class were like immigrants, like, you know, overseas, and they're already mechanics back home. And they're 50, 40 years old trying to get their certificate or whatever it is. And it's like, they don't know English though, but they can take apart an engine really fast and like do all that stuff. But like, they don't know how to do a written test. They don't know how to do any of that. So it's like, people aren't passing. So there's not enough people being certified. So people are just doing it under the table, you know, or owning their own shop and like, you know, just trying to finesse their way out. It's kind of messed up.
But if this is the case, right, wouldn't it make more sense to have your own shop?
Yeah, that's always the goal, right? And like when you go to school, everyone's like talking to your teachers. Like one day, everyone's goal is the same when you go to school. It's like one day I want to get a shop, and it's gonna be my shop. I'm gonna have like 4 bays. I'm gonna have like all these technicians. It's like, okay, so what happens when someone gets hurt? You paying that WSIB? Like, are you paying work insurance on these guys? Like, are they gonna have benefits? Are they gonna want to work for you if they don't have benefits? And you have to pay for that as an owner. And this isn't like a job where, you know, you're sitting at a desk. Like, you're hammering things. What if you get an apprentice that comes in, like an 18-year-old trying to do something, and then his finger gets cut off the first day? That happens. Or someone dies underneath a hoist or something because they didn't put the car up right. Because they're still learning. Like,
that's chops, though.
It's crazy, man. And you have to have that insurance or like, you know, something to back you up, man.
Of course.
And that's going to cost more. But then, like, you also got to pay these guys. And who's gonna want to work in like a shop where it's like, buddy, you only get 2 cars a day, and if I'm getting paid flat rate because you get a certified guy there, he's like, I'm gonna leave because you don't get business here. The startup is gonna be crazy. You're gonna have no custies. You're gonna have like, you know, you probably barely like, I want to do tires. I have to buy the tire machine. That's like $28,000 for the tire machine and all that alignment rack. You're gonna tell, oh, you need an alignment, but go to my buddy down the street here. He gives me like and then you get a cut from that guy. At some point, you're going to want to just save money and buy your own.
You're going to buy your own and be like, I don't need to cut anymore.
But you're like building.
I get all the bread.
You're building that. So it's like, you can only build that with customers. And how are you going to get that? Word of mouth? Are you going to like stand outside and hold a sign? Like, there's no way. Like, it's tough to own one of those. And my teacher was saying, he's like, you can try. I did it. He's like, I did it for like 10 years. He's like, I hated it. I just started when he was owning it. He hired everyone, like a manager doing everything. And he just did like payroll because it's all he wanted to do. And then he realized that it's like, it's not worth it. All the money that he put into the business, he just lost because someone tried to sue him because like he didn't have the proper, you know, bulletins on the board on safety, whatever, because, you know, he got hurt at work, and then he tries to scam them because like, oh, well, these guys didn't pay me right and they didn't give me my severance or whatever it is. It's like, you know, as a business owner, you're kind of like, man, that hurts, bro. And if you're an entrepreneur kind of person, you want to get into that, you're kind of like, and you hear that news, you're like, man, I don't really know if I really want to do that anymore. Because it's like, yeah, I can work and be a great mechanic or be a great scammer or whatever it is and make good money, and then get to a point where you're going to own a shop. But then it's like, then what? Now you're dealing with all this. So.
And this flat rate thing is automatic. Like, once you're certified, they put you on a flat rate.
Most shops.
Most?
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
so that's not a hundo.
I think there's like only like Tesla and Mercedes right now. Only like top dogs are like, because I know my boys work at Tesla, they're hourly, and they work in groups. Like, it's like
so
one
beefy.
person per car. It's like, you know.
That is so blessed.
Yeah, and sometimes there's no work. Like, what do you do at a Tesla? Like, there's no engine. They say they do their brakes every 100,000. So, like, they barely come
That's
there.
a long time, right?
Yeah, so sometimes there's no work. They're just doing, like, upgrades. Like, they do those little, you plug it in and do a software update for them. They can do at home.
Oh, yeah.
For the customers that don't have Wi-Fi or something. Like,
but everyone has Wi-Fi.
that's what I'm saying.
You
So
know
he's
what I'm
like,
saying?
and they work so hard to
if
get
you have
there.
a Tesla, you 1,000% have Wi-Fi.
You're winning.
You probably have Wi-Fi in the whip.
Yeah.
You could probably do the update in the whip.
In the whip, yeah.
No,
While
that's
it's driving
that's the
you.
thing. It tells you
True.
on the whip. It has to.
Wow.
So, it's kind of weird, huh?
That's actually, I didn't know
crazy.
it was like this, bro.
Yeah, man.
I really thought, you're a mechanic. You're probably going to get paid bare bread. and you're good
That's what
to
I
go.
thought, yeah.
You
Like
can, though.
automatically,
You
no
can.
matter
I
what.
like- honestly, you can though. You can make.
There's
good
probably people that are, like, I guess you're not speaking for everybody,
Mhm.
but
No.
like, probably the majority.
Yeah, 100%. It's like your fight. Your goal is to be better than that. Like, you know, someone be like, you see Jimmy over there? That guy makes $100,000 a year, bro. You can do it. He's a hustler, you know. And then you get that attitude where it's like, yo, I could be like Jimmy, man. Yo, I just bought this box, bro. Yo, see this? Like, yo, it got wheels, man.
I
Like,
just
come
dropped
on,
38 racks
right?
on this
Bro.
box.
Down payment.
And think about it
Payment
too, though.
plan.
Like, think about it too, though. You guys got to think also, when these guys like leave the shop because maybe the shop doesn't make any money, they got to bring that box to the next one. So if that thing don't got wheels, you're getting like somebody to flatbed it, like, or you're
Yeah.
you know you're trying to like take it in pieces and put it in your car, then bring it to the next place. Like, it's a
Bare
journey.
work,
It's a
bro.
journey.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like maybe you're at Toyota and you're at a Toyota that doesn't have an area that doesn't have a lot of Toyotas, but you move to like you know, close to Scarborough where they have like that Don Valley Toyota, the huge one.
Yeah.
All those Asians, and you know, they drive those Toyotas and stuff. Like, no racism, sorry. They do. You know, JDM, baby. Japanese domestic market. Come on. Stick to their guns. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think that's what it is, man. Like, once you get to that spot where it's like a hot spot and you're like, I'm making good coin here, management's good, I'm not too competitive with the technicians, then you want to stay. You're comfortable. You can stay there for like 20 years, whatever, and then be Jimmy. Oh, you see that guy over there? That guy makes $100,000 because he knows the system. He knows how to finesse the manager at this point. He knows how to, like, you know, get his hands on a good advisor. Maybe he takes the advisors out to drinks and say, hey, let's go for beer, Super Bowl, or whatever. Come to my crib, whatever. But that's all a part of his game to make more money. Because it's like, yo, remember that time when you came over, you were drunk, you slept in my crib, you couldn't get home, you know, I called you a cab. Like, you gain that friendship with them, and then it's like, then you're that guy where it's like, yo, you got that 48-hour job that's coming in. I'm going to put it on your table for you. And then the other new guys are like, how come he's getting the new job? Like, the best job. Like, it's messed up. It's messed up, and it's very competitive.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Any like brawls, beefs, fist fights?
Oh, yeah. With the advisors, too. Because it's like, yo, how can you not sell this? This is fucking metal on metal.
True.
Like, you know, like, this guy actually can't leave right now. You should make him sign something because if something happens on the road, like, it'll be
back
bad.
to you.
Yeah. Like, and then if the guy argues because he's having a bad day, like, I just want to go home. It's the end of the day. I don't want to sell this. And you're like, I'm making no money today. This is the only car I got. And you're telling me it's the end of your day and you want to go home, Mr. Hourly? Like, you get so upset. You're like, man, do I want to work here still? I'm about to bring my box home. And when you're that guy, like, showing everyone you're putting it in the whip, like, you're like, yo, you seeing this? See if I'm here tomorrow. I ain't punching it. I don't even punch it. And they just put it away. Like, it's crazy. So, yeah. That was my spiel about the automotive industry. It's a little extensive, but like, yeah, it's
That was the A to Z for us.
literally.
Nah, facts,
I tried
bro.
to break it down quick. But
No,
Wow.
it was
it's really hard to.
well explained.
Okay,
Because to me, it just like, wow.
I didn't
I
talk too
never
much, right?
thought.
Nah, it
you're
was
blessed.
perfect.
There's no
Okay,
such
yeah.
thing as talking to
Okay, yeah, that's true.
on
That
a
is true.
podcast.
That is true.
You're blessed.
Okay, thank God. Thank God.
Man.
Okay, let's segue into your thoughts on just you spoke about like electric cars.
Mm-hmm.
What,
Well,
how-
you
how do
guys
feel
tell me,
about
what do
that?
you guys think about electric cars? Because I know how I feel. I'm a car guy, so what do you guys? What's your input on electric cars? Do you guys like them? Like,
I think they're sick. I think Teslas are sick.
yeah,
I think they're super cool. I would get one.
You
for
get
sure.
one?
Yeah, for sure. And I don't know shit about them.
but why would you get one? Let me ask. Why would you get one? Like, what turns your knob? You know.
I thought you say what turns you on.
I was gonna say
was
that,
waiting
but
for
I
that.
had to. I said knob. That's why, like I didn't
I
know.
think that's even crazy.
That was a good.
That what
that
turns
was
my knob?
What grinds your gears?
That
Yeah.
sounds crazy.
We don't want to say that. We'll get your ducks in a row. We'll get your ducks in a row.
To me though, it's really just all about the futuristicness of it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's like it just seems real futuristic. Like it could drive you around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how deep it goes with that. The automate.
Oh, it
Oh,
goes deep.
true,
It
yeah,
goes deep.
self-driving.
Like,
People
can
be
you
sleeping.
slap me on the highway? I'm just like
Bro,
this.
There's bare niggas sleeping on the fucking highway, man. They're everywhere.
I feel like that's mad dangerous.
They're
yeah,
everywhere.
Man, it has to be.
No, it is. But the thing is, like, these cars are so smart. It can handle all that. And then if something happens, you have that, bro. Something's wrong with Tesla, bro. I should be able to fall asleep.
And I'm
in the door.
I'm suing.
Yeah, I could sue these guys. Look at Elon's got money. You know,
But I
like-
guarantee though, like, let's say, God forbid, I'm sleeping in the whip
Mhm.
and it's driving me home. Like, I know there's probably still rules, like you can't get drunk and hop behind your
Yeah.
Tesla. Like, you probably can't do that, right?
No, I'm pretty sure you can't do that. I don't.
And
think
I'm
you
pretty
can.
sure you can't even sleep in general. Like,
No, you can't. Technically, they say you should have your hands on the wheel, but like the man could be caged with his
buddy, I
hands on the
could
wheel.
do this.
Yeah.
Super easy.
It's what I'm saying. That's why it's weird, because it usually, like, in other cars, if that happens, like they have like the lane assist or whatever, it will literally kind of like shake your steering wheel or vibrate it when it's getting close to the line or whatever it is. But these cars actually,
those
do
are the
it for
newer
you.
whips.
Yeah, they do that. They do that. So it's like, but with Tesla, like for me, like it's not just Tesla in general, right? Because there's so much now more new like electric vehicles out there now. Like they got like Lucid or something.
Oh, I've been in one of those.
They
that
look
had the
crazy.
bro. I went in that one. There's one at YD, right?
Always,
Yorkdale?
you always see it there at
Dog.
in the underground.
I went in. My back was getting massaged.
No way.
Like crazy.
No way.
Crazy.
And
The pressure was crazy. Like I was in the whip just like this. Like that's gonna put me to sleep. And then
100%.
you better drive me home after that. You know?
Was anyone driving it or was it like?
Nah, it was parked up just in the store.
No, I mean like, was he like driving or was it like auto drive the whole time? Like, do they do that in the loose? I've never been in one. So.
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
There is a steering wheel though.
Yeah, but was he like looking at you the whole time talking? Like, was it an Uber?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was
I don't know why.
My
I
bad.
thought it
I
was
was in the mall.
You never
Like,
explained
in the
that.
store.
He never
My
explained
bad.
that. He never explained
Yeah,
that.
I'm in the store after work.
Okay.
I just hopped in, and the lady's talking to me about some shit. I'm not buying this. I can't afford this.
Yeah, there's no way. I'm here for.
She told me it was 120 racks.
Yeah.
For the base model.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here? I can't afford that. Anyways, she's talking about it. She's like, yeah, press this, and you get a nice back massage, buddy. I was getting dealt with. I was done.
I would love one of those.
It's crazy.
I think I would anything with the massage in the car.
That's what I mean.
But don't all cars have like a massage feature?
No, man, come on. There's no.
What
way.
car does your car have
Yeah,
it?
well, yeah.
There's
Wait,
no
what
way.
car do you have?
It's not my car. It's like my Duke's.
What
car.
year is it?
Okay, well, yeah.
It has to be like 2020.
What?
The Mazda, right?
The Mazda, yeah. CX something.
They
I
have
don't know.
massage chairs in
Yeah,
there.
well, yeah, I was.
I know it has
in
the seat warmer.
Yeah, the
front
seat warmer
I don't
is
know.
not
That's,
the-
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
So you were actually catching a massage today
Like-
as we were on the way here.
there's a button. I didn't use it, but like I'm pretty sure there's a button still.
with it looks like there's lines. Like a seat with the
Honest
lines.
to God, I do not even know what. Like,
I think it's the seat warmer.
I think it's the seat
no,
warmer.
no.
Yeah, it has to
I
be
seen
warmer.
that, but I don't.
Did it say massage on it?
No.
Well,
Would
I
it
don't
say
know,
massage
bro,
though?
but-
Did yours say massage in there? Like massage? And then
Yes.
but no way.
it was a
No way.
yeah, because it's like
That's
a big
crazy.
screen.
True. I don't know.
It's
man.
like the Teslas.
I
Like
take
you
the
know how
bus.
yeah. Same. That's why I had to educate myself
You
with a
went in
massage.
there. Yeah, you went in there. He was like,
Yeah,
"Yo,
yeah.
show me around."
But to,
What?
I'm not sure I understand.
Calm down.
I hate that, bro. I don't know why that keeps happening.
Did you trigger it? I don't even
No,
know.
I
that's
didn't even
been happening
touch it.
to
It
me
just
too, man.
happened,
You know,
bro.
I think that's a problem. Yo, it's
Apple,
been happening
fix
to
up,
me.
man. What's going
Apple.
on? Oh, they're trying to make us get the new one.
Mm-hmm. They
know
heard
how
about
it
the
goes,
8. They
bro.
heard about the 8.
They heard about the Ultra.
Oh, there was an Ultra too?
There's an Ultra. It's greasy. My boy has its fire.
How big?
It's pretty deep still. I think it's like 49 inches. Sorry, 49 millimeter screen.
49 inches? My guy.
On your wrist.
That's a fucking
just like
elephant
this,
trunk. Like, yo,
dog.
this guy's got an elephant trunk out there. Yo. Better not be neighbors under here.
Yeah. So yeah, I was getting a massage. It was blessed. But like, yeah, the only thing that like captures my brain when it comes to the new whips, the electric vehicles, it's just the futuristicness of it. I don't care about anything else. It's just like, wow, this is where we're going. I heard some negative stuff about it though.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Like real negative stuff. Not about Tesla, just about like the grid and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I don't know
Yeah.
too much about that, so don't look at me like that.
Okay,
but-
I want to like tap into that too
Yeah,
a little
please,
bit.
because I want to. You know,
So,
yeah,
the
like
grid-
I-
the grid
So this is the
aspect,
thing. I don't know. What do you mean by the grid? Like, what is that? What is
like the electrical grid for for the planet, for the city.
Oh, okay. I know
whatever.
you're like your carbon footprint for the electricity or something.
For electricity
Word.
Yeah, I get
specifically,
that.
not
Okay.
just like gas and stuff.
Okay, so like this is what's messed up. So like they're saying that gas is bad for the atmosphere and all that, obviously, right? That's why we're trying to move into this like fully electric. Like,
Is it though?
I don't
I'm just
know.
kidding.
I don't know.
I don't
man.
think so, but
I don't
continue.
know.
You know? All right, whatever. We'll get into it after, or not
We
even.
just talked about the weather.
See, that's the thing, right?
Like,
The
You know
government.
what?
see, we can't even say
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's gonna get
But at the end
so
of the day, I
chopped.
genuinely don't know shit.
That's just the best. I'm a plead. I don't know anything.
Yeah, let's just say we don't know anything.
I actually don't know anything.
Hold on a second. I gotta make sure you know in Toronto. Oh, see, my green pea just. Gotta update the green pea out here, you know, guys.
Oh man.
So yeah.
You wanna do this?
This guy's really updating his green pea right now.
Yeah, I have to.
Oh,
You want me to get tickets?
Nah, I don't want you to get a ticket. Because if you did get a ticket,
Oh, you guys reimburse that kind of stuff.
oh hell nah.
Yeah, I heard.
That's what I was
there's no
about to
handouts.
say.
I saw that.
There's no
handouts.
proceeds, no
Nothing.
handouts,
Yeah, I get
no
that.
funding.
But maybe for our month we might do it. Still.
Yeah, it is our month.
We may. Like we can
Well,
make
maybe
the
somebody
exception.
else has to do it for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
J-Mark.
Anybody want to donate?
Yeah. He did mention it, so maybe it's fair that he
did
does
say
pitch.
happy.
He
Yeah,
did.
he
did
said
say
happy
that.
Black
Yeah,
History
I think
Month
that is fair.
to us
He's
all.
involved.
Yeah,
So I mean,
it's the least he could do,
Hold on.
he's giving me a laptop for $35.
right?
What?
That's the steal of the
Yeah, yo.
century.
The steal of the century for real. Thank you, J-Mark.
Add time. Hold on. Here, one second.
One of us. One of the brothers right here, man.
Yo, do you recall we hopped into the Tims and then the I guess one of the
He was an
beans,
indigenous individual.
super like Canadian indigenous.
He looked at us
like,
and he said, "Oh, hey there, brothers."
brothers.
Sounded
and
like
I was
Hulk Hogan.
I was like, whoa, and we just kept walking.
just
We were
kept it
trying to get a
moving,
little
bro.
coffee,
Yeah, man.
and he was very like excited to see us as we
Okay.
came in,
Yeah.
and I just
And then the next
wanted
man
to-
called us some gangbangers. So I don't know
Yeah.
what was going on.
that was
inside.
chopped.
Yeah, I was a little.
Like
and he was black too. I was
He
like,
came
wow, what's
behind
really
me
going
like,
on?
yeah, I'm gangbangers. I'm
He's
like,
like,
yo,
yeah, you
chill.
know,
like,
gang
gang
banging.
banging or like
Yeah, like
gang banging. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the difference.
Like I had to know distinction.
Nah, he was talking about some hood stuff.
Some hood
Okay,
shit.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
I wasn't appreciative. You know, I felt a little offended too. I'm not a gangbanger, buddy.
Nah.
He assumed though because of how we were dressed and how we were looking.
I don't know, man.
Wait, where was this?
Right here at the Tim's.
Don't say where we are though.
Right at the Tim's, like
Right at the Tim Hortons.
like in Concord,
Beside the Pizza
like
Pizza.
Concord, Thornhill.
Concord
Yeah,
Thornhill.
that's a real
yeah,
place.
Like,
That's a real
I
place.
mean,
I
that's
saw it
where
on the
we
map
lay,
one
right?
time.
So
I've never been around there before, but you know,
nah, neither have I.
Me neither.
I've heard about those areas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's
A lot of
good.
trees.
It's like a cul-de-sac, I think they call it.
Mm.
Right?
Isn't Pioneer Village around there?
Who?
Pioneer Village.
Yeah.
Yo,
Man, that's like
way further
way
away.
further west
Yeah.
from.
Where
Literally.
Not that I know exactly where it
clearly
is.
I didn't graduate, so
It's all
Hey,
good.
man. No one had to know that.
Geography was only
they
grade
do
9.
know
eh?
now. So he said, "Man, saying I didn't even go to grade 9." Wow.
No, because geography was only in grade 9. I swear.
Facts.
It was.
Facts. You didn't have to take it off.
So you didn't. So whatever, how far you got was past grade 9, or like.
Well, let's just say I dropped out.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He didn't drop out, guys.
Let's just
This
say
guy's
that.
a liar.
Let's just say.
But you ended up getting it though.
Yes.
Did
Yeah.
I?
Yeah, he did.
We don't know anything about Kingston.
I'm telling you right
Show
now,
the
yes, he
paperwork.
did.
Show the paperwork.
We'll show the
Next
paperwork
episode, next episode.
Bring
Show
the
the
paperwork.
paperwork.
We gotta post it.
We'll
up
just
here
post it.
somewhere. Yeah, I
King
remember
said
that,
he's
yeah.
grand.
Right on his face.
On top.
Pink ass lip.
Cover the discoloration.
Y'all look like monkeys.
This guy. Holy.
All right, back to the grid.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Please.
Okay, yeah. So
Hopefully you don't get a ticket, man.
yeah, my bad. I'm sorry about
Nah,
that.
that's
Guys.
okay. But
Okay, so like yeah, so like pretty much like everyone's saying that the atmosphere is being damaged by like, you know, toxins and stuff from cars and whatever. So we're trying to minimize that by, you know, making all these electric vehicles that are gonna, you know, keep us out from you know, destroying our earth and all that. But like really, to make those lithium batteries, they gotta make them. They gotta melt all this stuff, and it's gonna cause pollution that's gonna get into the sky. And we don't know the science on that yet. If we're mass producing this, I'm not talking like Ontario's saying like what, after 2035, like we're
seen
not
that.
making any more like
Gas power.
gas-powered
I
vehicles.
seen that, yeah.
They're trying to end it. So it's like, okay, so that means at a certain point, their gas cars or whatever, they're gonna be 20 years old. They're not gonna use it. It's gonna rust out or whatever it is, and they're gonna have to get a new car. And if the only one on the market is an electric one, like that's kind of what they're aiming for. It's like kind of weird how are they gonna make all these batteries or all these cars? And if they are, they're probably gonna make them soon, and we don't know what that can cause to our earth. Maybe what we're doing now is killing our earth slowly, but like doing that all at once and having
Exponential damage.
Word.
and having a deadline too, like by 2035, like this is over. Like, what are you guys on right now? Like, that makes no sense. And like that's why I'm like on the fence on it too, because I kind of like the fact, because at my work I'll hear like you know, I'll ask them, okay, like I pay like what, $50 a week on gas approximately, and I get to work and around groceries, whatever. And then I would ask my Tesla customers that have Tesla cars, and I'll be like, how much do you pay on your electricity? And apparently their app like shows how much charge is taken from like that same cable that they plug into their house. And it'll be like, your electricity bill went up like $17 for the month. And I'm paying $50 a week for the gas. So it's like, it's a good market because everyone's going to be like, hey, I can save all this money. I could be just at home filling up my electricity from my home. My car doesn't need to go anywhere. And it's like, it's going to make a big market for it. But like, we don't know if that's going to be a big danger to us. We don't know if like our world's ready for that. You know, like.
Well, we'd have to put our trust in our, our lawmakers and our government, right?
Politicians, yeah.
That hopefully they did the research in advance.
For the
did
well-being.
Some type of, did some type of study.
I guess like prediction. Like that's what they did.
Or
like,
some type of, like they laid it out. They said, let's calculate this and that and that. And then by 2035, we should be blessed.
Yeah.
Right? So I think
Yeah.
we should just trust our lawmakers.
Predictions should really be like manifestations, It's just like you're predicting something, but it's because you want it to happen, You're like, oh, LeBron's going to finish like tonight, 36 points and be like the first scoring champion, like number one. Like,
All-time leader, yeah.
Is that,
That's what they want
what
to
they
happen.
want, so they're going to keep saying it? Like, it's a prediction, but it's like, it's also a manifestation,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sounds like some other things that they were trying to push a couple years back. Obviously, I won't say it, but yeah, I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, man. I genuinely don't know. But when you say like,
would you rather save money? Like, like it's like gas is already.
That sounds enticing, though. That's the thing.
You know what I mean?
if we're gonna get
Save money and this and that.
if we're gonna get dealt with,
Oh, you guys do. What would you guys do?
I would love an electric car.
Right?
I think everybody would like an electric car.
Okay, so I also need to jump into this too. What happens? These cars don't go far. You want to get one? Oh, why not?
I probably can get one either, yeah.
Just because it's kind of like a toy car, right? It's a different feel when you're driving.
Like you want to rev the engine and
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
burn
part of
the
the
gas
experience.
in the
I'm 100
back.
with
I
him
don't
on
want
that.
speakers
Yeah.
for me to rev.
Word.
So they're
Okay.
doing that now, though, eh? Like they built that Challenger. Like they made a concept of an electric.
And what was that,
It's a speaker. Like they have a speaker, and then when they rev it, it makes a noise. Yeah, but like, I
Does
think
it sound the same?
it
that
sounds
is
like
garbage. That is not
See,
blood.
like,
Okay, but
that's
like,
not authentic, though, you know what I'm saying?
right. So this is what I'm with you guys because I'm like a car head too, right?
Word.
And I love that. That's why like I was always on the fence on it, but now because of the money and I'm saying like $17, like whatever, it's leading on, right? So, but like what I'm saying is like, hold on, what was I saying before? I just fucking forgot. Fuck.
Electric cars.
No, I know.
Yeah.
What was I saying about them though?
The-
Would you get one?
Yeah, that's what we're
And
just talking
you
about.
said you're on the fence.
Like you're on the fence.
Yeah.
You're talking about
You
the
like
the
revving the engine?
the
Oh,
Challenger.
the sound. Yeah.
There's a
My bad.
speaker.
Okay, it's got lost. I just blanked out for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I'm with the sounds and everything, right? But like,
Mhm.
when it comes to the point where it's like, what if that's the only thing on the market now? And it's like, okay, I don't have a choice now. My Mustang just died on me. My 1999 Mustang, it's like 2040 now at this point, right?
Yeah.
My 1999 Mustang just died on me, and I need to get to work. I need something, and they're selling these electric cars now for maybe not $100,000, but maybe like cheap $20,000 because we've been doing this for so many years now and whatever. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna buy one, but I want something with the sound. It's like, yeah, it may be artificial, but like that's all they have right now. And it's maybe be the only nostalgic thing, and everybody loves nostalgic. Like people pay millions of dollars for that stuff. Yeah. So it's like, if I'm gonna want to hear something that sounds exactly like my 1999 Mustang, and I can program the car to make that sound, my exhaust sound like that, I'll do it. It's saving the environment, but I want to hear it. I'm paying for the name brand on the car. It's still like a Mustang or whatever. It's weird. Like that's why it's weird. I'm with you.
You're like conflicted a little
I'm really conflicted right now. That's why I wanted to hear what you guys want to hear say, because it's like I'm really on the fence. Like I have friends that are like, man, electric cars are ruining it, and I'm like, yeah, I was just like you guys. But like when I'm seeing now that people are barely paying pennies, like you know what I can do with like $50 a week, and I'm only paying $17 for the month.
That's true.
Because you don't need to charge it the whole time. If you have it at full charge and you're only going to the groceries or your work is like not
A
too
to
far,
B, yeah.
you may charge it once a week. You don't need to charge it the whole time.
That's true.
So it's like you're really saving, man. Like, and that's why I'm really confused. Like, you know.
But then what happens
That's actually what I was about
that's
to
a problem.
say. Right?
Yeah,
Is
they're
that
expensive.
expensive?
Hella expensive. This thing's
Well,
like even
think about your
even,
iPhone, bro. How often do we gotta change that? Like,
That's
how do
just
you
like-
know if you're overcharging? Like,
Mhm.
I can see a lot of potential for problems,
Mhm.
but I guess people are just gonna say it's all about the environment first, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Like the
Mhm.
iPhone ones or the Tesla
The
ones.
they
I'm
say
not
it's
sure
like
yet.
about like 150 or so. I know the Prius is like they were at like
150,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
How many years would that?
It depends on your
Depends on-
driving habit, right?
3
Like-
years, depending. No.
But I don't know.
3 to
Like
5
we've
years?
worked on like like my work's worked on Teslas for that long, and they haven't. But then they're not all at 150,000 kilometers. So it all depends too. Like, I think it also depends on how you charge it. Like people overcharge too, right?
Word.
And your current employer,
Mhm.
y'all deal with Teslas as well?
Yeah, we're like a Tesla certified body shop.
So
we-
you know how to deal with Teslas?
Yeah, like we deal with them all the time.
How do you feel since you can actually compare?
Mhm.
Because you know both sides. Do you prefer to work on an OG regular car, gas powered? Or do you prefer to work on a Tesla? Like, what's a quicker job? What's a better job? What's easier?
Like to me, it's like look, it's different because I was a mechanic before. I work at a body shop now, so it's like different. I'm not even working on cars anymore. Like I'm sitting in the office now.
Oh,
So
bless.
it's like it's a
That's
lot
better.
different. Yeah, way
Hourly.
better. Yeah, hourly. See, I moved on. I'm telling you, I moved on, fam. I'm great. I'm great.
Congrats.
Oh,
My
no
boy.
worries. Put it on the
My
screen.
boy.
So anyways, yeah, like when I was working as a mechanic, it's a little bit different. I kind of like getting dirty. You know, you're working with oil, you're doing all that. You can come home to like that weird like oily smell. Even if you take a shower, you kind of have that like you just
Got
kinda,
that stench.
you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you know, when
yeah.
you see
Got
another
that stench
mechanic,
on
you
you.
know
First.
what it is,
You
right?
put in work
Yeah,
that
yeah,
day.
you worked today. Like
Yeah,
you didn't.
yeah.
If you came home smelling nice, bro, this guy you sit down all day and play with your boys. Like you know how they play games and stuff. I told you with the scooter, not like that. So you know, so yeah, like it's a lot different when you're working on electric cars and stuff like that too, because like you don't have to go into the engine bay because there is none, and then be like, oh, like your battery is like whatever, or like you have an oil leak and there's a mess in the garage now and all that. You don't have that, so it's a lot cleaner. And I mean, like my other buddy works at Tesla, and they don't, like I told you guys, they don't barely work on anything. They just do software updates. They do fitment alignment a lot. Like their doors don't line up properly. Like there'd be more of a gap on one side than the other. Yeah, Teslas are made cheap, man. They're expensive cars, but like parts at work when we order them, like if you order
Wait,
a
are you
side,
allowed to say this?
yeah, 100%.
Okay, cool.
That's just how it's the price. You can go to Tesla and check their price right now if you want to order one.
Okay.
It's like a regular thing, right?
Don't
If
want
you
man
get
to
like a side mirror like broken off or whatever, like the cover for the side mirror, that takes probably like $78. You just got to get it painted and all that, whatever. But like if you hit a Mercedes off, that thing is like $400, like $500 without paint. You still have to calibrate the camera there because Tesla's cameras are like, and all those are like on the fenders. They're not on the fucking mirror.
Oh, it's not on the mirror.
Yeah, it's like a lot different, you know. So I don't know. It depends, like like when you're working on Teslas and stuff like that, like their parts are really cheap. Like even the cameras, like the cameras may be like $300, but like the housing and all that, like if you hit it and like it's hanging out, the camera may still work, but the housing is only like maybe like $120. You can buy it, order it, and then reclip it yourself. Like their parts are hella cheap. That's why I think like their line alignments and stuff like that isn't like there because like they're using like cheap material. You know what I mean? Expensive cars though, because they're the first to do it. Like they're like the Alexander Graham Bell of like they're like that, the first people to ever do it type thing. So they're charging all this like expensive, like what, $100,000 for a car now for like Tesla. That's how much they're charging. So everyone's paying that tax because it's like they're new. They don't really know what they're doing. But like once everyone's doing it, that price is gonna drop down, like supply and demand and all that too, right?
I remember at one point it was only $1,000 down. Because I remember to get a Tesla, to get obviously the cheapest base model.
Mm-hmm.
But it was only, you put a K down. Like we went into the Teslas. I was with my boy, and he was looking to get a new whip, and he's like, "Yo, like how much do I put down to get a Tesla? Like how much do I realistically have to put down?" The man was like, "Yo, if you have $1,000 lying around, you want to just put it down. You get the car when it comes in."
But that's with any car though. Like you can literally get a car with no down. You can just
That's true.
you can
But like for a Tesla, in my mind, I'm like, yo,
You probably
That
thought-
doesn't
Yeah.
sound too
You probably
bad.
thought the Tesla
Yeah,
was
it would
like
be
100,000
more.
or close to 100,000.
That's what I thought. I was thinking.
That would be
but
more, you know?
I
If you
think-
thought there was like a
Okay,
percentage or
I
something.
think
Yeah.
at that point it was like it wasn't that expensive.
Mm.
I don't know when it happened, but the price skyrocketed.
Yeah, it did. It did.
It wasn't crazy
wasn't like
before.
that.
I think it's crazy now,
Mm.
but before it was like 30K.
I think they realized their worth. That's why.
Definitely.
They-
I
it was a
probably didn't
test,
think it was
you know?
gonna go crazy
True.
until it went crazy.
That
Yeah, everyone's going crazy for it.
Mhm.
the first gen Teslas, probably the same ones you're talking about, like that first batch that came out.
Mm-hmm.
If you got it or pre-ordered it from Tesla, I have customers that come to me and they have free supercharging because they were like the first
Word.
customers to buy it. So it's for life until if their card is done and their battery's done and they buy another one, then that ends. But like if he keeps that car and pays another 20 grand or 30 grand for a new battery, he can still charge at all the charging stations for free.
That's blessed.
Like his card or whatever, when they tap it, it's into their system that it's this VIN number and like no charge.
Loyal, man.
So it's crazy, yeah. But it's like only like the first gen, like 17 or 18, like all that fleet that came out, and most of those guys pre-ordered it. So they were like they ordered it like 2 years or 3 years before when Elon Musk was like just
He was
like
just talking
having a
about it.
concept about it, you know.
Yeah.
Concept cars, yeah.
Yeah, like it wasn't
Those
even
mans,
real.
like
yeah,
sitting at the
like,
event
yeah,
and
like,
shit.
yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna buy that.
I'm just
So-
gonna buy that. Let me
That's
just put
probably-
$1,000 down right
That's
now.
probably
no.
floating. That's probably
We'll put
floating.
$1,000 down right now,
let's do
bud.
it, lock it in. You know what I'm saying?
Let's lock it in, dude.
Where do I pay?
I think I see
Elon,
some.
take my money, please.
I seen some on the internet that Tesla would have the fastest 0 to 60 car, like
Mhm.
1.9 fucking seconds or something.
Super fast. The
Is
plaid
that?
one.
Did you
yeah.
hear about that shit?
Yeah, they have it.
Oh, but they don't have the tires for it or something like that.
So they're building like the case. It's like they have it where they have the tires for it. Like they can just change the tires and all that, right?
Right.
But it's so fast that now all the other like electrical companies like they're catched up. Like there's a
Word.
new car called a Polestar. My buddy just got one at work. It's a
He
Volvo.
bought one?
Yeah, well he's leasing it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He is paying $400 a month for it. He got it at like $50K. It's a car. It's like smaller Tesla, whatever. Does the same features. No key. You just walk in. It's with your phone. Your phone's in the car. The car goes and drive. Like no key at all.
Damn.
So, car goes the same speed as a Tesla, and it's like half the price. So like
Interesting.
once people are gonna start doing that too,
Oh,
like
for sure.
dropping the price, it's
They have
over,
to,
man.
man.
Tesla's like I swear that if you check online, they dropped their price like a couple weeks ago because they weren't making sales. Because now all these new companies are emerging, and they're like, wow, we're losing our sales from last year. It's not the same, and we need to either drop our price because now these guys are selling it for cheap, and our old customers that are getting rid of their cars or getting into accidents or whatever are now buying these cars because they're a lot cheaper, and they do the same thing. Their plugs are the same. Like, they use the same plug.
Damn.
So it's a competition for Elon, right? So it's like
They used to have like a monopoly over it. But
It was
not-
only them.
Yeah,
Like, they had nobody.
No more
anymore,
mental.
though.
Yeah,
someone was
it's
there.
done.
That's why man went to Twitter.
Yep.
he had to
Facts.
find another
You know what I'm
venue.
saying?
fam.
Find another
SpaceX,
venue.
like so,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
yo,
some next
SpaceX
shit.
is
he's
shaking
he's
it.
in that too,
He's
man.
like, nah, let me get Twitter. Let me unban all
He's
the
in that.
all the
He's
freedom
in that.
fighters.
And he fired bands too.
I seen
Fair,
that.
man.
Fired
But yo,
Bear, man.
I seen some other shit. Like these mans are doing nothing at work, getting 100 bands a year, just sitting there getting like massages, bro.
Yeah.
I
But
seen,
yo.
I seen some shit like that.
Just
made it,
know
they made it.
there's a lot of spots like that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mans
true.
are just
like they're lunch and all that,
Yeah,
supper
nah,
and
'cause-
shit.
Yeah,
once you get into like higher positions in some of these places,
Yeah,
it's real.
broski, you're not doing any work,
You work like
Fuck
2
all.
hours a day.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a
And
real
you're getting
thing.
and you're getting a
nice salary.
fat bag.
Just
100,
checking
200
emails.
bands, 200
Yeah,
bands.
bro.
You know what I mean?
I love that.
He did probably what most companies actually need to do, and bring in the
Fire
man
them
that
up.
actually want to work.
Mhm.
That put in that real work.
That actually want to put in the real work. Because,
Mm-hmm.
some mans are comfy in their position
Mm-hmm.
because they know it'll never disappear.
Mhm.
Word.
And they're probably not doing shit anyways.
Of course.
They're just sitting
Nah.
around.
Sitting
Getting
around, bro.
Getting the massage.
You get a massage, squeezing the machine. Man,
Oh man.
yeah, that happens a lot. I feel like especially at like those corporate jobs, you know.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Like those jobs where like everyone's in a cubicle or whatever, and then out of nowhere like the Toronto Raptors behind them handing out. Like, yo, what are you guys really doing at work? Man? Like, how do you have the
Fuck
Raptor at your
all,
work
you know what
right
I'm saying?
now?
Like, oh my
The
gosh.
mascot, right?
Yeah.
It's like, what's
Okay.
going on?
Okay, I
here?
thought you were saying the players, but yeah, okay. I was
No,
just
no,
gonna say-
bro.
no.
The mascot's just behind them
Pulling
dumping
up.
popcorn on them. And
Yeah,
shit.
man, fooling around and
And
stuff.
then it's like, who's really gonna clean this up? But who cares, right?
Oh,
These
yeah,
guys
yeah.
The
don't
janitor,
care.
bro.
Yeah,
The
they got-
janitor's
yeah,
gonna
they got
clean
that.
it.
They're boys with the janitor.
He's eating too.
Yeah, they're boys with the
Pushing.
janitor.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
keep a little pizza on the side for him too. Like, you know, they're like, yo, we left this for you, fam. Like, it's real.
Don't kill.
Yeah, bro.
I believe
That's it's just a finesse all around, though.
Oh, yeah.
bro. Mechanics, It's finessing.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you kind of hurt my head with that though.
Really?
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Like it hurt my heart a little bit.
And you guys don't even drive, man. Imagine you
No.
did.
Oh my
It would-
god.
you
Like, we
guys-
have our license, but, you know, we
Yeah.
try to keep things economical.
Yeah.
And we take the TTC.
Who's we? I'm just kidding. I have a license.
We were
I'm
just-
kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah, true.
But you have a license too, though.
Yeah.
He has a
both-
license.
Both of you guys.
I was trying to say I didn't. Have
Oh,
mine.
you don't? You do?
Mm,
I do
true.
now.
Oh, okay.
I had to
what?
re-get it back. Basically, yo, I have my shit, and then my shit expired, bro.
So
And
you have to get it all
COVID
over.
prolonged everything.
COVID greased me, and then here I am.
I may sip one of these real quick. You know, huh?
Yeah, man, the apple juice. You feel me? Allen's.
Yeah, the Allen's apple juice,
Someone
man.
get me a little
Scrub
Allen's.
Gilleon
Yep.
shit.
Jay, let
That's
me get an Allen's over there. Just throw me the little juice box.
Mm.
The Allen's? No?
Yeah, we'll get it after,
It's
man.
okay,
We
man. It's
lost
too
it.
far. It's too far right now.
So, yo, we got one more topic to actually talk
Oh,
to
yeah,
about.
yeah.
Since you seem like a super introspective guy,
Thought-provoking
man.
and-
All right.
Individual.
All right. You think I'm not prepared, huh?
I don't know,
No, we
man.
didn't say
you
that.
might not be.
Mm.
No, I think he's prepared. He has the glasses.
I don't know, man. I did a lot of research.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You did
What's-
research on aliens?
Nah, I was gonna give him something easy. What's our Instagram name?
Wait, what?
Our Instagram like account name. What's
I
mine?
know,
What's his?
I know yours.
What is his?
G. Gilleon J. Thanks.
He said he did research, but he doesn't even know
All
his
right,
name.
ready? And King Sully.
Nah, I'm allow you there. It was underscore King Sully, but hey,
Hey, we don't see that when there's a
hey.
That's facts.
you don't really see the underscore sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, I saw it, so what's your
I
excuse?
know, yeah, I know. Sometimes the level's a little the same. You know, it
True.
went down a
It's
little.
one little, you know.
Yeah, it went down a little bit. That's all.
Okay.
But Kearns, do you believe in aliens?
I do. You guys?
The hell no. I'm
No.
just kidding. I'm just
No
kidding.
way.
But like no. Like, I'm gonna just say no.
Okay, that's fine.
So what? You believe like that whole theory, like the queen is a reptilian type shit?
100%. You guys don't believe in that?
Because her eye was looking this way and shit.
Bro, it's not even about the eye, man.
Man,
You
that's
can
what they were
see it-
saying.
you
I
see
used
it in
to
the
tap
wrinkles.
into
You can
those.
see it
those-
in her
wrinkles, man.
scaly skin.
Even her eyes, when you look in her eyes, like, man, she's moving like an alligator or something.
Nah, I won't lie. That's those conversations. I used to have those conversations with this man.
Mm.
Yeah, we
This
used to
guy's
talk about like
this guy used to say some next
reptilian
shit.
shapeshifters.
Conspiracy stuff.
Conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
I used to read Revelations to strike fear into my soul. Like, what man was
Anunnakis.
saying that? Like, before he went to bed so he could, like, get
So I
shook.
could get shook.
And then have nightmares. And then come to school and be like, yo, Solomon. Like, yo.
That
Like,
thing
yo,
came
I
after
did-
me last
Yeah,
night.
like, you know what I'm saying? Some next Goku type creature,
Yeah,
dog.
for the tail.
All based off of Revelations in the Bible. bro.
I believe in that.
Yeah, man.
I believe in that. It's crazy.
So wait, why do you believe in aliens?
I don't know, man. I think it all started like, I bumped into what am I saying? I was on World Star. You know, you're watching World Star, the fights and all
Of
that.
course.
And then when you're on the homepage, it's like it's not all fights. Like there's
No,
other stuff on
Sometimes
there.
they'll say UFO
Yeah,
spotted.
like, yeah. So I just pressed one thing one time. I was just like, I was
You were in
young,
a
whatever.
rabbit
You,
hole.
you were curious.
After that, it was over. There was like a skit at the end of the video, like of a guy calling a radio station saying he was from Area 51. And he was like, man, you guys gotta all like, they're gonna decrease the population, and like the thing cuts out. And then the person's like, whoa, that was like really weird that somebody like just called in and like just said that. Like whatever. Did he say he was working for Area 51? Like all that. And I'm like, man, is this real right now? Like it's kind of messed up. And like I grew up just like thinking like that just opened my third eye, I guess, on it. And I'm like, at that moment I'm always looking at the sky and whatever. And I'm like, man, I don't see anything. It never happens, like whatever. Then you get to YouTube and you're like, UFO in Toronto, let me look around and see. And there's like, there was like one video that was like right by my place too. And I'm like, man, this person's on the TTC looking out the window and they're looking literally at what I saw in these videos. Like, it's crazy. And like, these videos didn't just show like, when you hear about these sightings, it's like, oh, it's in Egypt or like it's in like, somewhere out there in like Iraq or something. And like, their footage is all distorted and all that. Bro, these places was like California, like, Manitoba, like places that like,
Yeah, Manitoba's a little questionable still.
right? Like, it's kind of weird, man. Like, it was like all these like places that you actually can understand. Like, I was watching videos before where it was like, some guys speaking some language I never understood. And I'm like, maybe this is photoshopped or something, But when I'm seeing someone like, look at that, like, what is that? And then when they pan around and see everybody else looking up, and I'm like, bro, this is real.
So it's not one person looking.
No, yeah, it's not just one person
not
there. It's
planned
like,
out
and
like
it's like
that.
a street in New York where you see the subway, like cars driving, like it's the middle of
And
the
you
day.
hear man's like, oh my God,
Yeah,
what is
everyone's
that?
looking up. The camera's like zooming into it. It's getting blurry, but then it gets like clear, and you're like, whoa, that's literally what I saw. And like the video that I saw someone posted from Toronto, and it just became like a thing. Like I started like researching it up a bit, like you know, getting into like type of like aliens, like species. I didn't know there was species. Everyone just sees that, right? You know it. You said like you know that shit, right? Like
we had our time still when we
it's weird, man. Like I didn't know that. Like everyone thinks it's just the gray guys with the big heads, and like there's like no, there's more. Like
I was actually reading a book. Yes, I read a book. I was reading a book. It's called Aliens, and they're like, yo, it's like a bunch of essays compiled into like one type of story.
Okay,
and then they're just like, why would we think like what we perceive aliens to be? Why do we perceive it to be like that? Why do they have to look like this? Why do they have like? Why can't they be like? Why would they have to be humanoid?
Right.
Why would they have to be reptilian shapeshifters? Like, why can't they be something that we can't even like comprehend or fathom?
What if they're just like a ball of light or something? You
Yeah,
know?
like
something we don't know of, right?
Yeah,
that could be
yeah,
shapeshifted. It could have shapeshifted
Yeah,
into
yeah.
the ball of light.
into a ball of
kill
light.
me.
That's crazy.
Like, I don't know, man. All I know is it's a vast world out there. So
I think it's possible.
I think it's possible for sure.
Like I think that like the government knows something for sure. This moon landing, I think, was 100% fake. I don't know if you
okay,
guys.
here we
like,
go.
You know I was gonna bring that up, like as he's talking about aliens.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, like the moon landing you saw.
I'll be like, yo, show me a shadow.
oh wait, were man saying that was fake?
Bear Man still
100%.
says it's fake.
I think I
How
seen
are they
those
gonna
two.
have a whole museum full of all these guys like
Who's
stuff?
the first man who went there? Was
Armstrong or something.
yeah, I was gonna
Neil
say,
I was gonna say
Armstrong.
Lance.
bro. I was literally about to say Lance, but I'm
Lance
like, nah,
Armstrong.
that's the biker.
That's the fake biker.
Lance-
Got caught.
Oh, he
Scammed.
got but they're all doping though on some level. You know what I'm saying? They just
Probably.
had to. They
They
tarnished
got the
him, though, no?
PEDs, man.
He was an amazing biker.
You gotta scam
Probably.
to get up sometimes, you know.
Facts.
Broski, we learned that from you.
Yeah, mechanics,
Facts,
bro.
We should have had you on episode 2, Scamdemic.
Oh, maybe this is a scam demo.
We should have had him on Scamdemic, but
This is a
you know,
Scamdemic.
don't worry. Your
Part
episode,
2.
what is he? Episode 36.
Episode 35.
Word.
Durant.
Durant.
Why,
Alone.
wait, why'd you?
30. His number's 35.
35.
Oh, not because
Not
some
good.
other.
I
oh,
think he looks like him sometimes.
okay, true. Nah, I thought it was.
Who
Something.
looks like him?
He was saying you might have resembled him. That's why I
Yeah,
said,
you
why'd
may
you
have
say
resembled.
Durant?
I think you
I
resemble.
That
thought
was
it
the
was-
old me.
I thought that was
Oh,
more than a
okay.
number. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was an old him.
You
That
still
was-
think I resemble him?
Yeah,
Not-
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You got the beard now.
Listen, audience, do I look like Kevin Durant?
Is that his NBA lookalike?
What do you guys think?
Jay Perry, make sure you zoom in on this clip, eh? Let the audience decide.
Oh boy.
Put it in the comments.
Put it in the
Does he
comments.
look
Put it in the comments.
like-
Yeah, put it in the comments.
Kevin
And the answer better be no.
Durant.
KD.
KD, man.
You don't think so?
Not anymore.
Maybe
And-
rec basketball days when he was like out rebounding everybody. He had like the wingspan. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He was like driving.
You're getting bigger now too, because you were lankier before. So I was like, you know.
No, he's still lanky, but like
No, he
it's
goes
just
to the
like,
gym, bro. Tell him about good luck.
Yeah,
I don't even want to talk about good luck.
Enlighten us a little bit about your journey,
Yeah,
fitness
your journey.
journey.
I went for 2 weeks and then I stopped. So this is week 1 of not going. So I have to
It's
go
a rest-
back
it's a rest
tonight.
day, bro. Oh, you're
Yeah,
going
tonight
back?
we'll
Yeah,
do it,
just-
man. We'll do like a superset.
Just quick.
Who's we? I know damn well. You told the audience you were never going to go to the gym.
I said I started with 5. Now I could do 10. So,
Push-ups.
but
we ain't talking about
that
that.
was in the gym though.
No, that
You
was
could
in
do
your
that at
crib. though.
home, though.
That was in your home.
Gilleon, why are you putting me on the expose?
Because you were putting me on the expose. Playboy.
Come on now.
Listen.
Prince, man, what's
Yeah.
going on here, man?
I don't know, man. You
We're
gotta-
talking about shape shifting aliens, and now we're talking about weights and
Yeah,
push-
yeah.
That's fine, that's
push
fine.
ups.
Back to the aliens, though.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Back to the
I'm
aliens.
with that. I'm with that.
Let me tell you a story that my grade 8 teacher, I'm not going to say her name because I didn't really rate her. But she told me a story, and I don't know if she was lying. I don't know if she was telling the truth. But this is how it went. Basically, she was out like with her family in a rural,
Rural, no?
that word, that
Like
part.
rear-wheel
Tongue
drive.
twister.
Yeah. So she was out in like a
rural area.
farmland or something like that.
Mm.
And then she was like outside, like stargazing. Because you know how the stars are beautiful.
Oh, once you start
When there's
leaving
no
the
light
city?
pollution.
Yeah.
So she's gazing at the stars.
Wow.
And then she saw like 5, I don't even know, like just 5 bright lights just spinning over top of her. And then she blacked out. She woke up and like she was sick for like a month, like throwing up every day.
Abduction.
Yeah,
She
It's
doesn't
a
know.
real thing.
it could be. Yeah,
Go on Google, man. I've seen it.
wait,
Like there's
like alien abductions, not
yeah.
like
So
child
they have
abductions,
like
right?
they have like these alien conventions
Yeah.
that they do,
What?
I know it's weird, man.
Shut up.
I'm not into
Continue.
this. I'm not into this.
Nah.
I just heard.
Oh,
about
you
it.
Enlighten
definitely
I
are.
heard about it.
He
Like,
definitely is.
someone came up to you like, "Yo, fam, you heard about that convention that was downtown?" So no, it's a real thing. They actually
Word.
have a thing where they go there and they talk about like their encounters. Some people will
Okay.
tell them about like they've been abducted. Like I've seen a documentary of somebody saying that like they got abducted and they woke up. They thought it was a dream. They were around these beings that were like examining their bodies and whatever. There was another being that was there, and then somewhere in the dream, like these dreams happen quick, right? It's like someone walked out with these like half alien, half human babies and was like, "These are your babies. You just like made these for us, so we're like hybriding into like your community or whatever it is, right?" And like she's explaining this story, and apparently like there was a guy that was also there that had the same story, and he was like, "Yo, you look like the girl that was in my dream." And then they had a connection where they were like talking the whole time, and like you know he ended up divorcing his wife because he thought he found the one from the dream and all that. Like it's
Oh, buddy, I would have divorced my wife too.
100%.
Word.
If
How
I
do
had
I
an alien
That's
abduction
deep,
dream
yeah,
and then I seen a girl from my dream,
At the
I'm
convention,
marrying her right there in the convention.
it's over.
At that moment, I'm getting on my knees. I'm giving her whatever ring I have on my finger. You are my woman now,
Remember people?
and I am your man.
That's my boy.
You know how crazy that is?
Wow.
And we'll share the alien hybrid baby.
Yeah, I
Together.
believe it. I would do the same. I
That's
don't.
chop though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine, and they don't talk about this. Like, no one really like the news.
It's
isn't
not.
gonna-
No, of course the news wouldn't really
They're not.
Just
gonna-
remember though,
broadcast that.
the Govy did confirm that there are things that are above us traveling, UFOs.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
confirmed it and they said, "Yo, we genuinely don't know what this is."
Yeah, they even seen the ones underwater. Like they're underwater and everything now.
Apparently, like, even in the ocean, they only discovered what, like 10% of the ocean or some shit.
I don't know if
I don't
that's
even
true
know.
or not.
I heard something like that.
Yeah.
There's like way more like things
Yeah,
to
we
go.
don't
you
go
know what
too
I'm saying?
deep. You know, I feel like.
Oh, because you can't, right?
Get it?
Yeah, I know. Like, it's
What
too
happened?
much.
Nothing. Forget it.
Okay.
Forget it, yo.
What?
Let's forget it, yo.
What happened?
He
It's
said
okay,
something
bro.
about deep, man.
I said, yeah, forget it, bro.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Deep blue.
Yeah, the pressure, bro. Who like it's only two mans that. Sorry, James Cameron was one person that went super deep in the ocean.
James Cameron,
James Cameron,
the
the producer, the
Avatar?
movie director,
for
director,
Avatar, no, it's
producer,
not James
something
Cameron
like that.
for Avatar, no?
What did I say?
To James Cameron.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
talking about that guy.
True, he went down.
He went into the Marianas Trench to the deepest point.
Word.
Yeah, he
With who?
somebody alone. Y'all
Weird.
never heard about
Oh,
this?
no.
Never,
That's
fam.
kinda cap,
Who
bro.
blessed him?
Broski.
Who blessed him like the submarine or whatever?
They they built some pressurized
That was
submarine.
like
Bro,
he
$5
went down
million.
and it
Recorded.
cracked. The screen cracked underwater, but
Word.
What?
he didn't die. Yeah, the like one of the
That's crazy.
outdoor mirrors, like not mirrors, windows,
Yeah,
cracked, bro,
No way.
due to the pressure. And like this was built to withstand that. Y'all never seen this?
Never.
Nah.
Yo, maybe I'm chopped. Like maybe I'm just
I
talking
think
out of my
that's. You
ass.
said he's a director.
He's a director.
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
he made this
Avatar guy,
movie,
no?
fam.
Nah, it's not a movie, trust.
Yo, I think he made this movie.
Yo,
The Avatar man, no, James Cameron.
you
I
know
swear
what?
that's him.
Maybe I'm.
Yo, I swear Avatar's
shocked.
about underwater too, man.
No, it's not. It's not Avatar though. It's not in relation to
Are
Avatar.
you
in
sure,
one-
bro?
Yes. Yes.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't even fuck with Avatar like that. Same. Like just because we said James Cameron, I'm pretty sure that's the guy.
I
Who
don't know
produced
if it's
Avatar.
the same guy.
That shit was too damn long.
Oh, I didn't watch it yet. The first one was long too, though.
No, like that's what I'm talking about. The first
The
one. I started
second
in
one was
elementary
super long
school.
still. It's breezy though. I liked it. I
Yeah?
liked it.
You
Yeah.
like them blue type figures?
I like the blue type figure still.
That's your queen.
Nah.
All right,
I liked it. I liked
If I was
it.
a blue figure man too though, definitely I'll wife all of them.
true.
Some of them are actually. We ain't talking about this interspecies type of shit, bro. All I
Yo.
can say is
Is that bestiality?
maybe.
Yo,
might
it could
be.
categorize
be.
as that
Yeah.
still.
Wait, what's the blue thing?
The Avatar
They're
is-
aliens, man.
I don't
And
know.
he said he was with it?
Who? J-Mar? J-Mar's definitely with it for sure.
Broski, that's a certified
Avatar man.
Avatar man. I was gonna say
Okay.
something else.
You're gonna say some crazy. Yeah, I know
I
exactly.
saved you, bro. I
Yeah.
saved you.
You actually said it still. Word. Nah.
Yeah.
On the topic of aliens, I was gonna talk about like the pyramids. Remember you were telling me back in the day, like pyramids were built from the top. You feel me? So how the fuck did they do that? Them times. Couldn't
Who
have
was
just been,
saying that? Eddie Griffin recently, right?
I don't even know who that is, but let's just say Eddie.
I thought I was gonna say the same
R.I.P.,
thing.
R.I.P.,
he
R.I.P.
already died, yo.
Ooh, trouble. Don't kill me.
Eddie Guerrero built the pyramids?
Nah, somebody named Eddie Griffin.
Then he had a heart attack.
Y'all don't know Eddie Griffin? Okay,
Nah,
soft.
Him.
But,
Let's just say him.
yeah,
So
like-
apparently,
I
like
swear
the
he was talking
architectural
about it. I know what
design.
you're talking about.
Like you were basically telling me like it was impossible for like humans to do. So then that threw in the thing of
The
like,
alien stuff, bro.
like the thought of like the aliens. Yeah.
But maybe
So, I mean,
maybe it wasn't possible. Maybe they had like, bro. There's just so much we don't know.
But isn't everything possible with God? I'm sorry. That just amen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Amen.
I was waiting for him to say amen, but he didn't. He just left me.
I don't know how you took it there, man.
Mm.
We didn't see that. I didn't see that one coming at all, yo.
Say it again.
But is everything possible with God? Amen.
Amen, man.
Amen.
Shout out my mom, yo.
And your dad. We don't
Nah,
talk
but
about that.
nah.
I was like, we don't talk about that guy.
Word.
Bonos.
Okay. I hear you though.
But yeah, I don't know, bro. There's so much that we just don't know.
We're just limited, fam. All we gotta do is hold on a job,
Yeah.
eat, sleep, and shit.
I feel like that's what they want. They want us to be like sheep, you know? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Don't even look at the sky. Just put your head down
Put
and
your
just,
head down.
you know, and
If
then
you see a UFO, just say, oh, maybe it's my imagination.
yeah, it's an air balloon. It's an air
And just
balloon.
move on.
It's an air
When they
balloon.
see an air balloon in the sky,
Nah, that's
maybe they're not spying on us.
Yeah, it's not.
Why
an
would-
alien.
let's keep it in
Let's
the air.
blame the Chinese. and
But
say
why-
it's the
but why would
it's
they-
the goddamn
but why would
Chinese
they-
spy balloon.
But
It's
why
not the
would they
aliens.
spy on us? Like what?
I know.
What are they gonna spy on?
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe
Like, they don't even understand our language that well.
Like
Maybe they're gonna see me in the washroom.
Or
taking a number 2.
I think
Nah.
okay. I think TikTok's banned from there, no, or something.
They're trying to ban it.
They're trying to ban it in the
Indiana,
States.
No, somewhere in Indiana, I think I heard.
It's
Yeah.
not banned in China.
No,
Yeah.
definitely not.
I sure did.
It's their app.
Oh, it's their app.
It's a Chinese. I'm not saying they're like that. Yo, cut that out.
Delete that.
Wait.
That.
It's a Chinese app. Like, the way I said it just sounded wrong. You know what I mean? It's a Chinese
chill.
app. I love my Chinese people.
Of
Yo.
course, man.
Wait.
Love their food.
I love their food. I love their people
Love
as
their
well. I
culture,
love
yeah.
everybody, yo. Shout out everybody.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace and love out here.
Always.
Yeah, man. Shout out to aliens too. If you want to invade, come deal with me,
Don't
bro.
bother us.
It'll be no bother me, player.
All right.
Hop on the podcast.
I'll be right here.
Yeah, we need one
Just
of
translate that for
We
us.
need
You know what I
one.
mean?
Word.
Yeah, bro.
those. They said they actually caught an alien. Like the Area 51. They named it and everything. They were feeding it for a couple of years. Her name was like
See, like,
Eve
the-
or something.
He dropped out.
But here's the thing with like those like
the alien dropped out.
No,
It's
yeah, it
gone.
died. It died. Ended up dying. It couldn't eat our food and all that. Like,
word.
Man didn't know what a Wagyu steak is. eh? He dropped out.
I'm telling you,
Oh,
it
don't
was
Or
limited.
it dropped
It
out.
was
Sorry.
limited. It was limited.
Man.
Yeah, shout out to
bro.
the aliens though.
Shout out to aliens. If y'all exist, come holla at us.
Right.
Come,
We're here.
come deal with us, bro.
Bring us up,
Shaking it.
man. Bring us up. I want to see this ship. You know, trying to see the ship, right, guys?
I'm not really trying to see the ship still. Because what
Nah.
if I'm just scarred for life and I'm
Yeah,
done?
yeah. What if they have a next man in there and they're like, "Yo, you just bred with this guy over here, fam."
And
Be
then
like, "Yo, it's a wrap. I'm punching everybody in there." I'm like, "Bring me back down right now."
Aliens, man.
aliens, man.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Well, I think this is the part where we
Is this
begin
where
to
we
wrap
ended,
it up,
man?
man.
He
This is
exposed
it,
the
man.
automotive industry.
Yep,
You
that's one
enlightened
thing.
two brothers. I was gonna say something more foul, but hey,
The line two.
Monkey.
nah. I was gonna say degenerates if I'm being
Okay,
totally
yeah,
honest. But what
Little
you
bit.
said was a little bit
I
more
was gonna
chopped.
say gang.
But I allowed you.
You
though.
guys got gangbanger last time.
It's-
So.
Yeah, they call us
it-
gangbangers.
February, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Our
it's
month,
a
you know what I'm
month.
saying? Man's on one. It's all
That's
good.
true. We got the Independence Day too. Shout out.
Word. Shout out the
Shout out.
islands.
Yeah,
forget
bro.
them.
Well, no, it's just Grenada.
Yeah.
Word, but it's-
everyone has their own day.
It's
It's our day.
Word. Look, we talked about aliens and all that, reptilians, Queen's left eye, this, that. You know, we talked about that.
We did a lot. We did a
Shape
lot.
shift into a light bulb. Like, we dove
Yeah,
into it
we
still.
dove in a
I
lot.
can't lie. This was a very informative podcast interview with our man, Krintz or whatever. his name
Krintz, man.
Krintz.
Krintz.
I think
Chris,
something else.
Ince, Krintz.
Mm,
Christopher.
I like that. I like that. Just no
Word.
Abu, you know?
Word. And you just learned that identity
I
yesterday,
did
you
learn
said.
that. I know. I'm a new
True.
man. I'm a new
You're a
man.
new man. You learn every day.
Yeah, every day,
You know,
bro.
shout out to life.
Educated, you know?
Shout out to life. The older you get, the more you know.
Yeah, something like that. It works.
Word.
Listen, guys, Shakin' It Podcast, man. We're everywhere. YouTube,
Like, comment, subscribe.
TikTok, Spotify, Apple,
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, man. Follow us, man. We here.
Follow me on
We're
Instagram.
keeping the guests rolling, man. Follow my boy King Sully, man.
Underscore
please.
King Sully.
Underscore.
Tryna
don't
go-
forget
Underscore
Trying to-
King Sully.
Trying to get my followers up, man.
Follow our homie Krintz.
that. All right. What was it again? I forgot. What was it? You done no Ince.
You don't know Ince.
Is that what it
So
is?
let's go.
Wow,
You
that is
don't know
2010
Yo,
Toronto.
I had to
Facts.
hold it, bro. I knew I was
Don't
coming on.
know it.
I actually
And
had
it's
to check the-
GUNNO, right?
Yeah, no. Like
DUNKNO.
Okay.
With the W.
What?
Did he put the W in there?
Yeah, for the
Yeah,
West.
done, no.
For the West.
Oh, true.
We don't say which one.
Okay.
Shout out Elaine for being in the background.
Lane too
Too
lit.
lit. Too lit.
Shout out
Came
Reggie.
out.
Shout out J Mar.
Came out.
Do you have any last words before we
Yeah,
pop
man.
out?
Just you guys are always sick. I love being around you guys. You guys give good vibes. You know.
Thank you
I
so
love
much
being
for
here.
those
Yo,
kind
bring
words,
me
sir.
back, man. Bring
Of
me
course,
back,
bro.
For
Of course.
sure.
There's actually
If you find an alien, let us hop
Bro,
on. Tell
I'm
your
bringing
story.
it with me, guys.
Go to the convention.
I won't even
you know
have
what I'm
to book it in.
Yo, go to the convention for real.
saying? Yeah, go get enlightened. You know what I'm saying.
How do I find a convention though?
You guys said.
Yo, we actually gotta hit up the convention.
a
All
team?
three of us.
I think we should.
All three of y'all.
Let's do it. I'm down. I'm
I'm
down.
actually about it.
I ain't saying it no more. We going. And honestly, like on that note, let's just end it. Stop.
Hey, listen, we gonna shake it.
Till we make it play boss.
Yes, sir.
Woo. Abu.
Abu Arthur.
Abu Arthur.
Thank you guys. Thank you so
Abu
much.
Arthur, Chris. Is
Thank you.
All this music in my ear gets me home for the night.
No spicy,
I
only
get
regular.
space
We made
in
it.
my
You're
mind.
trying to say. I think I'm saying it.
This guy's shaking it for real.
Get the barbecue sauce, get the roll, tie yourself up. I'm a base dude like the rotisserie chicken.
Everyone's got something to say, so come through and say it, players. Shakin' It Podcast.